Well, with that, the Graveyard Gang has picked a few tier lists to talk over. Why the hell are you awake, Top Dom? I don't know. You would have to answer that for yourself. Okay,
It would be shocking if I wasn't awake, given that it's like 10:45 a.m.
That's normally what good time for me to go to bed.
Oh, Scarlett's already yawning in the background.
Always yawning. It never stops.
You're just like a permanent like sleepyhead.
Yes.
Yes.
And we've
You know
got
what?
some
I can get behind that.
lo-fi in the background. And I'll just say this. The lo-fi is DMCA free. The bands we're about to talk about are not. So, spoiler, we're not going to be playing any of the music. My apologies. Because
I feel like most people know the music there for a lot of these.
Well, I'm going to be a gentleman and work on me and my girlfriend's Minecraft world. Here I am at 1:46 a.m. That's a mood.
Oof.
That's romance.
Yeah. Touching my heart. Okay. This is the ultimate classic rock tier list. A lot of these, a lot of people are going to know. Some people aren't going to know them at all. Because,
Some of them are quite niche.
Oh, yeah.
There's like quite a few that I don't know, which is so weird.
Okay. Now let's just start, since it is in alphabetical order. 38 Special.
Steve, we don't know that.
I legit
which is a strong start.
don't know.
Should we add a new tier that says "Do not know"?
No, we'll put it under the do not like.
Yeah.
Fair.
Because I'm just do not like as in like this is ones we are not aware of. Okay, but unfortunately I don't know 38 Special.
I mean, they're clearly not good enough to know.
All right, from the unknown to one of the most well-known.
Oh, why?
What?
AC/DC.
What happened, Scarlett?
Oh, my phone just decided it's like, hey, this would be a perfect time to start making noise for the first time in 2 hours.
Put it on mute.
I just did. I thought it was because it was so quiet.
Yeah,
same.
From the unknown to the one of the most well-known. AC/DC.
You know what?
What's up?
I'm gonna kick this off with a very unpopular opinion. I can't stand AC/DC.
I can't disagree more.
Like, I recognize that they're a good band, but like...
They have some of the most iconic songs in classic rock history. Let's be real here.
Thunderstruck is a cool
backing
song.
up one step, I think we do know 38 Special. We just don't know the band.
What song?
Hold On Loosely.
Yeah. Yeah,
Still
Thunderstruck, Back in Black. Well, here's the thing also. I can just search them up because I have access to Spotify. Yeah. Highway to Hell, TNT. Like, those are absolute icons of classic rock.
Yeah, and some of those songs, like, okay, as much as I don't like AC/DC, I really do like Thunderstruck.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's got that, like if you're getting dressed to go out, it's good to kind of like set the mood.
It's a good hype song regardless of the situation. Like,
yeah, I will say AC/DC is very good.
Yeah.
But a lot of their songs sound the fucking same.
Well, yeah.
And I don't like the vocals.
90% of them.
Okay, for me, AC/DC sits in great, personally.
I'll put them very good personally, but yeah.
Because, as much as I want to fight about this is like the second one. So I'm not going to fight too hard, but like, for me,
I would say very good. I don't want to go great or very best because, like, there are bands that I definitely prefer over them.
Okay,
Yeah,
I-
there are
significantly.
songs I will put, like, I will have on my playlist, but I will not put every AC/DC song on my playlist.
like for
Yeah.
me, AC/DC is perfect hype up music. Like, doesn't matter what you're doing. Oh, you're fucking doing more reps at the gym. Thunderstruck's going on. You're just like nodding your head. You're like, get that extra set. You know, you're just going.
But that's the thing. Like the songs that I like are very situational, but
Fair.
as a band overall, I'm just like, don't
Mhm.
really feel too
Well,
strongly about them.
they did well. Overall, they helped define that genre.
Oh, absolutely.
Could be filing your taxes at TNT. Yep. TNT. Okay. W. 4.
That
D.
just makes me think of freaking Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
All right. Aerosmith.
They're okay.
They're honestly,
I do
I'd
like
put them.
them.
They're
Good.
good, but
They're cheesy good.
honestly, I'd put them in good or good lacking in song quantity. Because here's the thing with Aerosmith, like they've got good songs. You know, they're an iconic band for a reason.
They're nice. They're very good like sing along music.
Yeah, like
If I want to just ballad it out, like Aerosmith is pretty good.
yeah, like Dream On. I will always say that's a fucking classic and a Dream On.
You know, a song I really like is I Don't Want to Miss a Thing.
Yeah, no, that's literally the second one.
Like that is such a great song.
Honestly,
What
top.
film was that from?
I don't want to miss a thing. That's from Armageddon, the soundtrack.
Yes.
And then there's Dude
Like-
Looks Like a Lady, which is from oh god, I think he was insulting Vince Neil or another 80s hair metal band. And then Sweet Emotion.
I mean, that's some strong opinions coming from Steve Tyler. I mean, Steve Tyler.
Well, because they started in the
beautiful as a
70s
person.
when it was a bit more, I'll just call it hippie rock. And when 80s and the glam metal and all that shit started coming out, and like the guys had the really long poofy hair.
The time of the perm.
Oh
So
god,
many
the
perms.
perm.
I've just never been a big fan of Aerosmith, to be honest.
Yeah, like honestly,
There's something quite cheesy
I'd say
about them.
good at least. Like they're not a one-hit wonder. They're an iconic band, but I put them in good. Is that fair?
Sure.
Because they have
I would
quantity.
say very good.
Yeah.
But then it's
I
like
personally would put them in okay or do not like, so I think good will be okay. I do not like them.
That's
at
fair.
all.
That's fair.
PvP active.
Yeah. But here's the thing: I cannot put them. If AC/DC is in very good, when I think they should be in like great to the very best, I'm not putting Aerosmith on the same wavelength as AC/DC.
Yeah,
I
no.
do like Aerosmith more than AC/DC, but I will accept your judgment of good. For now.
Alice Cooper.
Oh man.
Oh.
Okay. Like,
I have
or
such
good
mixed
and lacking
feelings.
in song quantity, or at least good song quantity.
Well, because
Like Poison is a great song. The rest.
then we got School's Out, Poison, Feed My Frankenstein. Feed My Frankenstein.
You know what?
What's up?
Like, I think Alice Cooper definitely gets points for kind of not being the first of that kind of horror rock genre, but definitely
Defining
bringing
it.
it to a mainstream sort of platform. Like, I think if there was an Alice Cooper, we wouldn't have like Rob Zombie.
You're not
So
wrong.
like in terms of influence, like Alice Cooper is pretty relevant.
Honestly, yeah, I'd put him in at least good or honestly very good. He's like,
I don't know about very good though, because also like I do think that, especially like looking at the music now, which is kind of an unfair way to look at it, but it does feel very cheesy and lacking in substance a lot of the time.
fair.
Like it was gimmicky. It was like, okay, we're doing this kind of like horror rock thing.
So we'll put him next to Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's like
I
I know I love Feed My Frankenstein. It's a
I know like 2 Alice Cooper songs.
all right. The Allman Brothers.
I don't have very strong opinions about them. Like they're like one of those bands that you kind of have to like because they're influential, but like no one
Yeah.
really listens to them.
I don't
Honestly,
even know who
Allman
they are.
Brothers, I would put them in good, lacking in quantity. Because they've got like Ramblin' Man, Whippin' Post, Jessica, and Midnight Rider. Like, those are their big ones, but that's like
I've
it.
never heard one of those.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
Lord, I was
everyone
born a
knows-
rambling man.
Yeah, I was gonna say everyone knows Rambling Man, but it's like they're one of those bands that like they're good, but nothing specifically stands out.
Yeah.
Or you're just like, oh yeah, I kind of know them from. So I would say, yeah.
Lacking in quantity. Now we got America.
Oh, it says quantity. I thought it was quality.
No, quantity.
Well,
Because
that
it's
changes something.
Because
quantity.
all these songs are good. Like, let's just put the bass line. Like, they're good songs.
Do they still hold up? I think is the question there.
Yeah.
America, honestly, the only
I know one song.
Yeah, I know Horse with
Yeah.
No Name. That's it.
Oh, okay, that is a cool song though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I
That
say
that is the only song of theirs.
Same
I
as
like.
Exactly.
the Almond.
Yeah, I feel like they're on the same level as Allman Brothers in a way.
Oh, they. Oh. Yeah.
I mean, Horse
They-
with No Name is iconic though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, this is a band I never listened to. I know a couple of their songs, but I don't listen to them. The Beach Boys.
I know them like fairly well, but I don't love them. I feel like they're just.
Okay.
You know what? Do you guys know the band Sublime?
Yes.
I feel like Beach Boys is just like
The classic
60s,
rock version of
70s.
Sublime.
Yeah. Although that being said, Pet Sounds is like the album Pet Sounds is hugely influential for like that kind of hippie rock that came afterwards.
Yeah. Like
So-
Surfing USA, Good Vibrations, like California Dreamin', like honestly
Like
though,
they gotta go high on the list. Like even though I don't like them, there are a lot of bands I do like that probably wouldn't exist if the Beach Boys didn't.
that's fair. But then again, do you get the same issue as you get with Sublime? Like, I'll be honest, like when I was younger, I fucking loved Sublime. They were part of like Matt Hoffman and like Tony Hawk. I can't fucking stand
Yeah.
them now.
I can't stand them. I just
Exactly.
like the thing that I equate with Sublime is like being in high school and there being that annoying dude with long hair and a guitar that just wants to play you songs and you just know it's gonna be Santeria.
Santeria or Creep.
Yes.
Mhm.
Like I
Or
associate surf
Wonderwall.
rock with very annoying personalities.
Yeah. So like honestly, for me, like
I'm okay.
yeah, I,
No ways. I would put them above AC/DC in terms of influence.
no, I cannot agree with that. I cannot agree.
Really?
I would put AC/DC above Beach Boys in a heartbeat.
I think it's because I grew up with a lot of like hippie rock music.
Yeah, see, I grew up with this stuff. Like my dad's things was like AC/DC, Allman Brothers. He wasn't a big fan of Aerosmith, but like Bon Jovi, Moody Blues, Guess Who, like
Yeah, for me, a lot of mine are later on.
yeah. But okay,
Like,
tell you what.
I think the thing is like you know in like there were a lot of artists that came out of that Laurel Canyon, like there's a very specific type of music, or sound of
California
music.
hippie rock.
Yeah, but like I feel like all of that wouldn't exist without Pet Sounds. So
Yeah, okay,
that's like bands like
I'm willing to put them
Fleetwood
on
Mac.
very good as like oh god, what's the term? Equivalency. There we go.
okay, I'll accept the very good.
Yeah, it's like I cannot personally put Beach Boys above AC/DC. I cannot.
I mean, the thing is, I don't particularly love the Beach Boys. I just recognize that.
You recognize
Bands I
their influence on a lot of stuff you like.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh, the next one I have strong opinions about. Fuck the Beatles.
Really?
I can't
Really?
stand the Beatles. I think, like, as iconic as they were for their time, I also think that their music is very mediocre. I think
know,
they were
but-
just right place, right time.
Yeah, but
More than
you have to
anything
admit,
else.
their back catalog is some of the most iconic classic rock, like hands down. Like,
Well, they started classic rock.
yeah,
They
Like-
launched in. If we want to talk about influential,
they're in the
they
very
would have
best.
to be above. Yeah, they would have to beat Beach Boys by a mile because there would be Beach Boys without Beatles.
Yeah.
There would be
Okay.
AC/DC, Aerosmith, any of these.
I feel like I've just made this case for the Beach Boys.
Yeah,
But
well,
I don't
no,
know,
just
like Beatles always just fell so flat for me, and I think it's because
they
they are outshined by the bands that came after them that they influenced.
I can't agree. I can't. The Beatles soundtrack to this day, like their discography, their back catalog holds up. Like, Here Comes the Sun, Come Together, Eleanor Rigby, Yesterday, Let It Be. Like,
Hey Jude.
yeah.
Meh, they're okay.
That-
Like, I don't even think, like, musically they're very good. I think they're possibly the most overrated band to ever exist.
Well, you and Amira have very similar opinions. Like, you both may consider them overrated. Yeah, Yellow Submarine.
Yeah, I mean, how many drugs were they on? We all
I
live in
mean,
a yellow
every-
submarine.
the
Ever.
like, okay, yeah.
Or what about, like, I Am the Walrus? Cuckoo Cuckoo. Like...
Okay, let's be honest. That
What?
is actually a good song. I like that. That has got a fucking trippy vibe because, well, they were all tripping out their fucking balls.
Oh,
but-
see, look, Amira said so.
Yeah, no,
most
I-
overrated bands in history.
I know.
wasn't
I
looking
was
at
reading
but
chat.
yes.
That's where I pulled that
Yes.
from. But
Look,
in
and even
terms,
Top Tom.
but since we were just talking about the Beach Boys, and if we're talking about sheer influence, like, there is few bands, if any, that did more for influencing music than the Beatles.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you also gotta consider this is back in the 60s.
Nirvana.
This is
Yeah.
probably one of the oldest bands on the list.
Well, some were probably around before the Beatles, but they just,
This was over 80
Would you
years
consi-
ago.
you would consider Nirvana more influential than the Beatles in terms of like what we hear now? I'm just reading what Amira is saying. But if
mean,
if
Nirvana
we're
were
gonna throw the
hugely
Beatles
influential.
anywhere, I think we need to throw them in Great.
Ugh, that pains me. Oh, it's the grapefruit all over again.
Yeah,
That's it.
except
The
two
Beatles are the
people are for
grapefruits
the
of
grapefruit. This time,
Well, if
I'm
we're
not
counting
solo here.
chat, you guys are
Scarlett's holding the
outnumbered.
shield with me.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're the very best, but they were the ones who pioneered pretty much rock music as a concept.
But no, well, okay, I disagree with that quite strongly.
Hmm.
But also, like, again, I think the Beatles, it was very much a case of they were the right place at the right time. And I think if it wasn't for the Beatles, another band would have very quickly snapped up that
Hmm.
their role. Like, I don't think it's due to them being absolutely
Well,
phenomenal.
You could say that about
groundbreaking.
any musician, though. Right place, right time.
I will say also part of the reason why, and why I don't exactly agree with that, is they got death threats to stop touring and they kept on going. Most bands would have stopped and would have died there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was a different time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
it was a very, like, in terms of history, yeah.
And if
Speaking of
you
legend,
see
yeah.
like footage of their live concerts when they were at their peak, holy shit!
Yeah,
That
and I-
Beatlemania.
I will say,
Wow.
if we put Beatles lower because we're not counting influence, Beach Boys needs to go down at least 2 pegs.
Yeah, If
if we're doing that.
yeah, if we're going by, if we're just counting the catalog, like
Yeah.
but if we're factoring in influence, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this list is very much rating not on subjective preference, but rather are they good?
Yeah, and for me, the
Okay,
Beatles
so
are one of the most iconic bands.
But are
Hard
they good?
stop.
I still occasionally listen to the Beatles.
Their catalog is good. Their music is solid.
Might not be what you like, but they're still decent, chill songs.
Yeah.
But are they good?
Yes.
Yes, I would say so.
I disagree. I think their goodness has been overstated.
Well,
they-
I'm not saying they're like the best band in the world,
they're
like many people do, but they're good.
Yeah.
They're good.
they're
Very good.
Listen, I feel like the fact that I can whip out a guitar and play like most Beatles songs.
That's part of the appeal, to be
yeah.
honest.
The
Yeah, but
You
I
can
mean,
play along to it. A song doesn't have to be complex or difficult to be good.
know
not
what?
everything needs to be a Santana
disagree with
fucking
that.
guitar solo.
Okay, fine. My vote is definitely not above very good, but I feel like I'm in the minority here.
My vote is great.
I vote would be very good.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I will say very good. Like, again, they are very good, but I do feel like we do have better bands on this, and they have been passed over time. Like, they still hold up, but they're not the
Yeah.
top level.
Yeah, Top Dom just put it simply. You don't need a Slipknot level guitar riff to be good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So,
That stands
what
for-
are we gonna go with? Very good then.
I will acquiesce and say very good. I think they should be in, like, hell, I still think AC/DC should be higher. I know. And I know, Amira, you
I
don't
agree
like the
with
Beatles.
Amira.
And I understand. In terms of
Yeah, they're not for
Bra-
everyone.
brand recognition and, like, band notability, you're not touching the Beatles. In terms of, like, you say the Beatles. Hey, okay, Amira, blame Scarlett and Ampersand because they don't have fucking taste.
Well, personally, I've never been a big fan of AC/DC. I like 4 songs. That's it.
I hate music.
Yeah, I've noticed.
I love music. It's just I have.
we need to get
Feel their
like
taste.
we need to find a list of of like early 2000s like AFI, Pennywise, Rancid.
Oh my
That would be a
Jesus.
fight.
We would have to have like a stream marathon for that because it would just take us so long to get through the list.
Okay.
Anyone tried to argue Nightwish with me, I would have their head.
Oh, I don't like no wait. I like old Nightwish. I like
You're
old
about to
Nightwish.
die. You're
I
about
like
to
new
be even more of a
Nightwish.
ghost.
All right.
This
Next-
is how I died. This is how I
Yeah.
became a ghost.
Now, going away from the Beatles, but don't worry, Top. And Amira, I'm completely with you. AC/DC is a national treasure with some of the best fucking. Anyway, Billy Idol. He's got.
I like Billy Idol.
He's
He's
solid as fuck. Like Monet
He's got
Monet.
like edge to him.
White Wedding is probably what I call the best drunken karaoke song ever.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really like White Wedding.
Oh, Rebel Yell. Oh, yeah. No, this is a very good or higher, I would
Yeah.
say.
Have we found a band that we're all in agreement?
It's for great
Fine.
very best. No,
Not
because you heathens won't put AC/DC or the Beatles.
I'm
My problem with
willing to
AC/DC
put Billy
is-
Idol.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just bitching for the sake of,
Yes. And I'm counter pitching. Fuck you.
fuck you.
I'm willing to put Billy Idol above AC/DC.
Oh, I'm not. Nope.
Okay, at least on the same level because
Yes,
you know what?
I could.
There are very few Billy Idol songs that aren't a jam.
Yeah,
You know, it's like when it comes on, you gotta wiggle dance.
yeah. Dancing with Myself.
Dancing with Myself is such a good song.
Okay,
I love it so
when
much.
your dad is literally dancing around the house and he's going, and I'm playing with myself. Because my dad was a fucking lewd bastard. It was fucking funny.
Listen, Radio Senior sounds like a legend.
My dad did a lot of drugs in the 70s and he has a lot of stories.
Amazing.
But no, it's like, you know that the old white man dance where you're putting like, you're like bobbing up and down and you're like moving back in your arms back and forth with like no rhythm?
Oh, yeah.
That was my dad.
The dad dance.
Oh yeah, he full dad dance, and you're just here playing with myself, ho ho, playing with myself.
Yeah, see?
Mhm.
It's vibey. Who doesn't like Billy Idol?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I feel like it's one of those ones that everyone just
we'll
likes.
put it in very good. Like
Mhm.
Billy Idol was absolutely solid.
Now, from one Billy to another.
Yeah, Billy Joel.
Billy Joel.
He.
Nah.
I'm
any song
kind
that
of
they go
pulling
on
out
band is
their
Piano Man.
Oh, Piano Man.
Piano Man, Uptown Girl. We didn't start the fire. Like
Okay,
honestly,
wait, so I
they're
need to-
solid. We Didn't Start the Fire has been one of the most meme songs I've ever fucking heard. Because it's so
It is
easy
a good song.
to roll, but it's so
I would-
Go ahead.
I would say good, lacking in song quantity.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I can
yes,
agree with
Piano
that.
Man, amazing song. We Didn't
Oh.
Start Fire, pretty good song. Uptown Girl, very good song.
Cause yeah, it's just
Do you know any others?
The Longest Time, but
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah.
I also feel like
I'm half expecting angry DMs from Amira like
yeah, here it comes.
Billy Joel when he's on to something is incredible, but is just so bland. Exactly.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
lacking,
that's why-
yes.
I think one of my biggest critiques with Billy Joel is that a lot of his songs for a long time I thought were sung by other people.
Yeah.
It's like he doesn't really have a very strong presence aside from
Yeah.
Piano Man.
All right. Next up, Blondie.
Yeah, I
One
do
way
like
or
Blondie.
another.
Heart of Glass, and Call Me.
Call Me.
Maria.
Like
Yeah, I like Blondie.
honestly,
and
yeah, Blondie
also-
is very good. Like, but I wouldn't put him on the same tier as like these. Honestly, here's the thing. I know us. Nobody's going in the very best or great tier because we're all gonna use this as like the barometer.
I mean, I already know what's in.
I
my top
have
tier,
like
but I-
4 different ones I could be in the very best, and like 6 I can go in great. We just haven't gotten to them
Yeah,
yet.
yeah. No, like okay, I'm just gonna put it bluntly. When we get to the Moody Blues, there's gonna be a fight because I fucking love the Moody Blues.
I
Honestly,
recognize them as good. I just don't really have any strong personal opinions about them.
Blondie is the very best along. Blondie is very good. AC/DC just has a much deeper catalog.
No. I disagree. I mean,
I-
Blondie is like it's one of those bands that so many people have covered as well.
Yeah.
And
Motley.
again, I will say for AC/DC, there are honestly, we can do a revision, put them one category above. I would be fine with putting them in great.
I can accept that.
Just because
Are we
I'm
okay?
looking at the song,
but I
I'm
can
going
accept
through and
that.
googling song lists now.
Yeah, I've
And
got Spotify on
I
the
know,
other.
I know several of these, but also it's like, okay, those sound like that. So it's like very good, but they do have a set.
Well, yeah, it's called
Thing.
it's a band sound. Like, think
It's-
about
It goes
Slipknot.
beyond a bit. Goes beyond sound, and it's like literally the same.
Yeah. Okay.
It is
That-
as a guitar
are
player.
we okay with
they're
great?
really the same.
With
Oh yes, great. It's fine.
Yeah.
I forgot half their songs.
Otherwise, I feel like if we don't put them in great, like the very best is just going to be this untouchable tier.
yeah, exactly.
Very good is gonna be just
Everybody.
everything's very good.
Okay, but if going back, do we want to? Okay, since
Top
we're
Dom,
not,
I
anything
see you
beyond-
and I appreciate you.
I think Blondie is very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
also just
very
in
good,
terms of like having women in rock bands at that time.
Yeah, 'cause
like
the-
there weren't a lot that became as iconic as Blondie.
No, like, because before Blondie, it was like Janis Joplin.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, valid.
I
but
know
mean,
Janis
who's-
Joplin's laid here. All right.
Is she? I mean, she must
Bob
be in this
Seger.
list.
Yeah, Janis Joplin, right there. But we'll get to that
I-
later. All right.
I
Bob
weirdly,
Seger.
I weirdly
Whoa.
do like him.
I would
But
put him
again,
in
it's
good to
just-
very good.
It's good sing-along music again.
Mhm. He doesn't have a very large known roster of songs.
Yeah, like he's not as well known as most of these bands, I would say. In fact, I feel like he
Kathmandu,
only came onto
Old
my
Time Rock and
radar in
Roll.
like the last 5 years.
Yeah, like he's Against the Wind is an absolute icon.
Oh yeah. Hollywood Nights.
Yeah. In case you're wondering, I'm literally pulling up their like catalog on the other monitor while we do these, just so I have
Same.
something to reference.
Yeah, I keep googling people just so I'm like, is
Yeah.
this the band I think it
But
is?
honestly, Seeger, he's just not that,
he's a bit mediocre actually.
Yeah.
Like in terms of
I
like,
wouldn't put him mediocre.
okay, no, not mediocre, generic. Like he
would you
doesn't
say
really
he's
have
on the level of
stand
like
outs.
Allman Brothers, Billy Joel, or like Aerosmith and
I'll
Alice
put-
Cooper?
I'll put in good.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
again, when he's on point, he's on point. But there are several songs where it's like, eh?
Yeah.
All right. Now, one of the most iconic bands in terms of just
Blue Oyster Cult.
recognition for one
Needs
song.
more cowbell.
Yeah.
Also known as my childhood here.
Blue
so-
Oyster
I
Cult.
love Blue Oyster Cult. I
This
love
is-
Baby,
it so
don't
much.
fear the reaper.
And
I
not
can't
just
continue
because
singing
of
that song
song.
because we'll get DMC.
This song list so far makes me think y'all are deaf.
Excuse me, I just have poor taste.
We need more cowbell. Like, honestly,
My tastes are also very eccentric.
yeah. That's why. But here's
But,
the thing.
like-
That's why I wanted to do a classic rock, because we all come from so many different directions.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, Blue Oyster Cult. They've got Godzilla, Burning for You, Don't Fear the Reaper. Cities
And
on Flame
Fire
with
of Unknown
Rock and Roll.
Origin.
Blah, blah, blah. Words, Jesus. Okay, Blue Oyster Cult, though.
I would put them in very good, I think.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, I can't put them
honestly-
above that.
Yeah.
Like they're a little bit cheesy, but they are
Yeah.
iconic, especially for Don't Fear the Reaper.
Yeah. And putting Alice Cooper under the Beatles and Billy Idol should be punishable by death. I know,
I
I know.
think part of what hurts Alice Cooper as well is recent history.
Yeah.
I-
didn't want to bring that up, but he has become.
I'm trying to take, personal
Yeah.
feeling. I'm trying to look at their catalog and influence. As hard as it is sometimes to look at, but also I'll say this, for a lot of these bands are older and they have older gentlemen in them. Some of them are
And
not
they've
the
got-
smartest. Let's be real here.
Oh yeah.
got old man opinions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And generally dumb old man opinions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now here is what I call a fucking icon.
Oh, Bon Jovi.
Fucking Bon Jovi.
I
Living
feel
on
like I like Bon Jovi a lot more than I'm willing to publicly admit.
I mean, I feel like that says it there. There's like, does everyone like Bon Jovi?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Is everyone
I
willing
mean,
to admit it? Not
No.
really.
But here's the thing.
I don't know.
He has some of the most iconic bangers. You can put it
Then we
on
got
like
a prayer.
any list of like karaoke songs. Just sing it
Runaway.
along. Like you're clean if you're cleaning your house.
Yep.
I know. We'll see. We'll see. Top Dom. Personally, Bon Jovi I think goes right beside AC/DC in terms of notability, like depth of fucking
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put him in
I'll-
very best, but
Yeah.
at least beside AC/DC, because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
my life, dead or alive, living on a prayer, like
Runaway.
Yeah.
banger,
Like-
banger, 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 banger. Like,
Yep.
Again, very good sing-along songs.
oh, absolutely. Like, think about it. You put your headphones in when you're like cleaning up, and you're just like, you picked up a can and you are singing "Dead or Alive."
Oh,
Like,
the
And
intro to
shot
Dead or
through the
Alive.
heart.
and
Every
you're- yeah.
first-person shooter montage ever.
Hang on. And you give love a bad name. Like,
I
Yep.
mean, it's very like hype music. Like,
Oh yeah.
You can't sit still and listen to Bon Jovi.
yeah.
Yep.
Like,
So yeah, I'll put him in
great.
great.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm
I'm
you want
thinking-
to listen to a bunch of it?
I'm thinking
All right,
about
see ya,
this
see
right
ya,
now.
top.
I think very
Do we?
best is
Do
a
we?
bit
Is
ambitious.
Bon Jovi our first very best?
No, I wouldn't go that far.
I don't know. I might.
I honestly do listen. Like I do listen to Bon Jovi more often than pretty much everything else we listed here so far.
Honestly, yeah.
Across multiple songs, he has his sound, but all of his songs sound unique.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why I
I'd
think it's
say-
the difference between AC/DC and Bon Jovi.
I definitely like Bon Jovi more than I like AC/DC.
So is our first very best Bon Jovi?
I think
But
we
is-
hate to
is
admit
that
it.
a
Yes.
crime? Is Bon Jovi as our first very best a crime against humanity?
If you all agree this hard on something being good, don't put in very best, you might as well. She's Amira's got a point. Like,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
You know what?
okay.
Yeah.
I know, but here's the thing, Ampersand. I know you. You're not gonna want to put anything in the very best because you're gonna. This when you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
'Cause-
You only want to put one in the very best.
Well, you can't have 20 very bests.
You can. It's called a top 10.
Okay, fair. All right, very best.
Congratulations,
Because you know
Bon
what?
Jovi.
Like Amira said,
You were living on a prayer, and you made a runaway.
we hard agreed on this one.
Yeah, if we all agree Bon Jovi is like absolutely top tier without qualifiers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Boston.
Meh.
Ooh. Oh, it's Boston song. What do they
Also,
do?
I find
More than a feeling.
More than
bands that
and
have
foreplay
like
a long
city
time.
names. Like I always find them so interchangeable.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Their biggest song is like More Than a Feeling and like Foreplay Long Time.
You know what really irritates me about More Than a Feeling is like back in the 90s, there used to be this advert on TV for like the Cricket World Cup or whatever, and they used the song More Than a Feeling, and every time I hear it, I just think about cricket.
Honestly,
Kills it
honestly, I would be willing to put Boston in okay.
Honestly,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't.
They have
I just-
one song,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's okay.
yeah, like they don't really move me.
Yeah. After that fucking discussion of Bon Jovi, that was quick.
Yep.
And now
Ooh,
Oof.
David Bowie.
fucking Bowie.
Oh man, I have such mixed feelings about Bowie. Musically, great. As a person,
So
there's
here's
some sketchy
okay.
things.
Amira coming through with the hot take. But Bowie's catalog and how he influenced like a lot of like the best way I could describe it is like psychedelic rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Rebel.
Bowie is very
Oh.
influential, but not one.
Yeah.
but I mean, there is like there's just. I mean, Bowie is just like a great artist in terms
I mean,
of
he's
like
also kind of like a gay icon.
yeah. And he was also just weird. He did like weird really well,
Oh yeah.
and like all the different personas and
Ziggy Stardust and all that.
yeah.
Honestly, I'd put
And
them in
mean,
at
good.
least good to very good in terms of like good, decent catalog. They're
Also good, lacking in song quality.
Actually,
quantity.
Whoa.
Quantity.
Whoa.
Quantity.
Hang on.
Quantity. I can't speak the English.
But also, like Space Oddity is
An
like one
absolute-
of my favorite songs.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like
Again, good, but lacking in the quantity of very good songs.
Yeah.
No, I disagree. I mean, they're like Bowie does have so many good songs. Like not necessarily songs that I like, but I mean,
I'm just looking at his like top 10 on Spotify because it
I
goes
mean,
like
the-
Heroes, Starman, Rebel Rebel, Let's Dance, Space
Yeah,
Oddity,
but I mean,
Life on
also-
Mars.
what was that album? Suffragette City? Was that
Rise
what it was
and Fall,
called?
Ziggy Stardust.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that was a
and the
pretty
Spiders from
banging
Mars. Yeah,
album.
it was from 72.
I mean, for an artist that like basically killed and reinvented himself for every album, like
Yeah.
he was the first to do that. I
So
feel.
I'd say at least minimum good. Like,
Okay. I will
No,
admit,
I
I never
would put
listened
him
to
in
him growing
great.
up.
I would put him in great, even though he's a shit person. You wouldn't put him.
I can't put him on the level of AC/DC. I can't do it. His
Oh my
catalog
goodness.
isn't strong enough.
Oh my goodness.
Like, he's very influential, but so is AC/DC, and their
I feel
catalog
like David
is
Bowie is still
so
relevant,
much
though.
stronger.
I feel like he still has a lot more relevance.
Maybe it's here. I don't think anyone really talks about Bowie more than just memeing at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, maybe,
I
maybe
put
it's
him-
also just like where we live, because he's British as well.
How
and, like,
often you hear people talk about Bowie in terms of music? Not really. Let's be honest.
never-
It's all
never
like
hear it.
Mira said earlier. It's all about his icon status and what he did for, like, you know, the LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
Like, as an, you know, a front person for that, like being like out there and, you know, open about who they were.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, I'd put him in
that-
very good, but in turn on like for icon status and being like a face for a marginalized
Yeah.
community.
You know what though? I do think that this is also like where we are in the world, like is a difference here, because I feel like David Bowie is still definitely spoken about here with a kind of like reverence. So I think maybe it's just
Oh no,
Like-
like he's absolutely spoken of with reverence for a reason.
It's
regularly.
not his
like I
music.
don't feel like he's quite faded from conversation in the way it sounds like he might have in Canada.
Musically, he has faded.
Yeah.
Like, so
Musically,
'Cause-
he's completely passed by.
Also,
That-
a big factor is that like because of colonization and whatnot, like UK is still like we get a lot of stuff from the UK here. Like it's pushed quite
fair.
hard. So I think
Then
we
again,
might have just
we are-
had a
Keep in mind, we technically live in a UK colony as well.
Yeah.
oh dear.
Yeah,
Canada was originally a UK colony. Yeah.
hell, the province we live
Yeah.
in is called British Columbia.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that is fair.
But honestly, my brain says very good.
I can
I
settle
can
on a
accept
very good as a middle ground.
Are you okay with that, Scarlett?
Yeah. It's more personal taste. Like I don't have strong feelings about the music. It's just I never grew up
Even
with
his
it.
acting is more talked about than his music. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking the Goblin King.
He was in Twin Peaks as well.
He was in a lot of things.
All right. Bachman Turner Overdrive.
The name sounds familiar, but I can't offhand think of what. Hang on, let me look it up.
Their biggest song is You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet and Taking Care of Business.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, no, who they are. I don't really have.
Honestly, my brain says good, lacking in song quantity because they're known for
Yeah.
like 2 songs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Amira. You've probably heard the songs. You just
Taking care of business
every day, taking care.
Yes, they're Canadian apparently.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's probably why.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
pretty well
They
you
were
guys know
bigger
the
up here,
North Korea.
definitely. BTO. But for me, it's
Yeah.
they're good, lacking in quantity.
Let's put it this way: they're in the Canadian Music Hall of Fame.
Okay.
I didn't know Canada had its own Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Here's one I'm not actually super familiar with. Buffalo Springfield.
I feel like I know this.
They're okay. They're kind of like one of those. It's like more a band that like I relate to like my parents listening to,
For
more
what it's
than
worth, Mister, I literally don't recognize any of their stuff.
Yeah.
they're like one of those bands that are very interchangeable with so many other bands.
Yeah, honestly, I'd put them in do not like just because I don't know them at all.
I think one song name from them
think-
will sound funny to you, though, Radio.
What is it?
Hot, dusty roads, baby.
Now, if you try
Hot
to do
Dusty
the
Road.
lisp like Dusty Road, you gotta go a bit more with it. Cause
I
you
can't
just
do
gotta
it.
go with it.
I already have a slight lisp. I can't emphasize it beyond that point if I want to be intelligible.
You see, Daddy, when you're talking about Dusty Road, the American dream.
That's how I used to talk before I got my tongue pierced.
Well, no, ampersand, you have to understand.
Yeah.
This is how the man literally cut promos.
Oh, hectic.
No, he
But,
he is one of the most iconic wrestlers of all time. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And okay, it sounds like I'm like shitting on the guy. That is how he literally spoke.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Jeepers.
But you have to understand, he was like one of the most iconic wrestlers of the 70s and 80s. But Buffalo Springfield,
mean,
honestly,
Okay. I'll put them in okay.
Okay.
Because, like
I'll put
Amira
them in
said,
okay.
generic, never upset when they come on, but
Also
interchangeable.
All right. The Birds.
yeah.
Yeah. Hang on. Someone was in the Birds. Someone very relevant was in the Birds.
yeah.
I need to look it up.
Mr. Tambourine Man, Mr. Spaceman, Turn, Turn, Turn.
Mr. Tambourine Man, isn't that a
Hey,
Bob
Mr.
Dylan song?
Tambourine Man, play a song for me. That one.
Yeah. Isn't that
I don't
shit,
know any of these.
David Crosby was in the Birds.
Oh,
I feel like the Birds were like one of those bands where a lot of other bands started off.
Yeah.
Because like David Crosby obviously went on to do Crosby, Stills, Nash.
yeah. Honestly, I'd put them in lacking in quantity.
Yeah, I feel like they don't have a lot of songs that I know offhand.
Okay.
I know none of them, so sure.
Yeah. Okay. Cars.
Ooh, this one very high on the list for me.
I don't know. Like when I hear Cars, I immediately think of Gary Newman. So I think I can safely say I don't know Cars.
They just what I
Let the good
needed.
times roll.
Drive. My best friend's girl.
Yeah, all of these are falling flat for me. No idea.
Okay.
So wait, the Cars have a song called Drive.
Yes.
Yes.
Lol.
Yes.
Neum.
You.
But moving in stereo. You're all I've got. Honestly, I'd put them in.
And good.
I'd put them in good.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know them well enough.
Yeah. They're decent. CCR.
I mean, this is one I'm
Oh.
thinking is in contention to be in S tier.
Yeah, I would definitely say S tier.
I know you
mean,
need to
they're-
look up their song list, but I'm going to anyway.
I know, yeah.
I love Creedence.
It's the most iconic. I'll just put, if there is a war movie, there is a CCR song in there.
But
Fortunate
also that,
Son, Have You Ever Seen the Rain? Bad
Have
Moon
you ever
Rise,
seen the rain? Like
Down
so
on
many
the Corner.
soundtracks.
Up Around the
Mhm.
Bend. Like
Born on the Bayou.
Yeah, like they.
the
S
Proud
tier,
Mary.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Will Stop
they
the
are,
Rain.
They are one of the very best.
Yeah, honestly,
It's
But I
one of
think
the ones
they're
I'll
also
say.
one of the best to capture the sound. Like if you had to give one band to someone to explain the sound of that era, I feel like
see,
Creedence
in terms of
definitely-
Yeah.
like, I'll put it like anti-war Vietnam War time. You can't
Yeah.
touch CCR. Like,
Oh yeah.
they're like iconic, essential hippie band,
oh, and then some.
and
Yeah.
then some.
Yeah, very best beside Bon Jovi.
Mm-hmm.
CCR. All right.
Cheap Trick. Cheap Trick, Cheap Trick, Cheap Trick,
Cheap Trick,
Cheap Trick.
they're okay. I don't really have strong opinions about them either. Like,
They were a more of a 80s band, but like late 80s,
no, I don't
late
think so. I'm
late
pretty sure they were
70s, early
70s.
80s. Like, I Want You to Want Me.
Yeah.
I know
mean-
none of these songs.
I feel like they're fun. They're a fun band.
Exactly.
But-
They're a not a power ballad, but like bit upbeat.
There again, it's like when you're getting ready to go out and you need to put a band on.
Yeah.
Like they're that kind of like pre-party, get ready kind of thing.
I
So, I would-
want you to want me. Yeah.
Oh, that song.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's Cheap Trick.
I
I
know
would
one
say they-
song.
They're somewhere between good and very good, I think.
Honestly,
Okay, maybe just good. Maybe not as good as very good.
I'd say good.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, like if we're putting like Beach Boys and Beatles and Billy Idol in very good.
Yeah. Comparatively.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you talking about CCR, Amira? You knew
I
every
think
single
so.
one of their songs? Yeah.
That's the thing.
CCR is-
People know Creedence Clearwater Revival, even if they don't think
Yeah.
they do.
You've heard their song, Chicago. I'm not uber familiar with their catalog.
Another band named after a
I-
city.
If I remember correctly, I think I would like Chicago more than Boston.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Chicago. What were they so like? It's one of those. Oh, if you leave me now.
you're
Yep.
the
But again, like I don't feel too strongly about them. But again, it's this thing of like bands named after cities that are just kind of interchangeable.
Well, they're from Chicago, so
I'm not super familiar with them.
Yeah,
So
like
I'd put-
okay.
I put them in the okay list.
yeah.
Basically, wherever Boston is, just put them there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interchangeable bands named after cities.
All right. The Clash.
Next up, Vancouver.
Oh, the Clash is a
Clash.
band that I like less than I should.
On one hand, I gotta go on the other hand, there's a bunch coming up that will really show how trash your tastes are. Hey, listen, I am not the anime man. Okay? I am not. This is not trash taste. I don't have the,
I mean, there's some coming up that are, oh boy, they better be in the top tier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clash. Should I stay or should I go? London Calling, Rock the Casbah.
Rock the Casbah. Love
Yep.
Rock the Casbah.
London
I
Calling.
fought the law and the law won.
Yeah. But
My teenage years summed up.
Yep.
I don't know. I think the Clash deserves to be quite high, but
I'd put them in
I'll
at
put-
least, honestly,
Same tier as AC/DC, in my opinion.
yeah.
I mean, I think the Clash is also still relevant. Like they haven't quite faded
yeah,
as
they're-
much as some of these other ones have.
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. All right. Cream.
Oh, is that what that says?
I thought it said
I mean-
Kravitz.
No.
There's only one Cream song I can think of, and it's a great song. But like beyond that, I can't think.
Sunshine of
of
Your Love and White
Love,
Room
yeah.
are their
Yeah.
biggest.
Yeah, Sunshine of Your Love.
I
But
just
Crossroads.
call them the White Room.
Down at the crossroads.
I'd
but didn't
put them in
Cream
good,
also
lacking in
have,
quantity.
Eric
Yeah.
Clapton. Eric Clapton is in this band.
Oh yeah. And I think Eric.
I mean, Cream
Oh, there
are
he
one
is.
of those. Yeah, Cream are like one of those like Woodstock '69 bands. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So lacking in song quantity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
I'm S tier. Straight up S tier.
We can't just. Our House, Southern Cross, Hopelessly Hoping, Teach Your Children, Carry On question.
I mean, David
What's
Crosby is just iconic, and I think also when they did Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young,
Yeah.
like that just took them like
Mm-hmm.
beyond.
I
Like-
don't know if they're S tier. They're very good, but
I mean, the band consists of like all the icons from like the hippie rock era. I mean,
Yeah.
David Crosby is like still iconic to this day.
I feel like the thing with them though is they don't add up to the sums of their parts.
Yeah.
They're very,
Ooh.
very good,
Yeah.
but
they're
I like
probably
the
in the great
individuals
tier.
more.
But they are also one of those sort of quintessential Laurel Canyon hippie, you know, like the Joni Mitchells and the Neil Young and like that band that everyone hates, Grateful Dead.
Now,
Like
I will
they're all
also
part
admit,
of that.
I don't. This is not the kind of music I listen to, so I never grew up with this.
Yeah.
I just know them
classic
through
rock,
Grapevine.
like, this is my ballpark a bit more than
Uh,
anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
So,
I can
I'll be willing
appreciate
to put
what
them in
they-
the best.
I'm willing to
just
put them in
'cause-
great.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Like just for me it's like Crosby, Stills and Nash, they're amazing. They're actually
I would
like
say they're equivalent to Creedence Clearwater.
I can't do that because CCR's
Honestly,
catalog is just
I don't recognize any of these songs.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
I think it's also more of a local. I don't know. Actually locally they're probably more. It's just not the kind of genre I ever listen to.
Yeah, okay, well then I'll settle for great.
Thank you.
Seeing as you aren't on the same.
well, yeah, we, but that's the point of Tiermaker, to have the discussions and like, you might have grown up with Crosby, Stills and Nash, but I grew up with Bon Jovi, Beatles, AC/DC.
But that's what makes this. This is what you were saying earlier. We're coming to this from all different angles.
Exactly.
So I very much come from like the hippie rock.
Yeah, and I come from more the classic,
Yeah, yeah.
I came from Bruce Springsteen. All right, that's yeah.
That Springsteen is probably going in the S tier. The Boss is spoiler.
Yeah.
There's two
Such
more
love.
that I think are going in the S tier. That from my, I don't know this band. I don't recognize the symbol.
Van Halen?
I don't know it. Legit, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not even familiar to me.
Chat, if you know
Oh,
what band this is, like, because that looks like the fucking Offspring symbol.
Yeah, it looks very 90s, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, skip that one.
yeah. That's in Do Not Like, because I don't know who it is.
It's gonna be like Led Zeppelin, and then someone's gonna come out of chat and be like, "You don't know anything." It's not Led Zeppelin, but hypothetically speaking.
Yeah. Okay, Deep Purple.
I met them once. They were so old.
Well, yeah, they've been doing this.
In my
feel
opinion,
like-
they have one song.
No.
They
Okay,
have
you know
two.
what?
They have Smoke on
They
the
have-
Water
they
and
have
Highway
two.
Star.
Yes. But also, like, I feel like they get props for being like the band that everyone, when you first get a guitar,
Smoke on the
first
Water.
song you learn is Smoke on the Water.
Yep. Yeah. I'll put them in okay at best. Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't like them very much.
I feel like I want to put them higher, but I also, okay is fine.
Or like for
Because-
the genre, they're okay. I'd rather listen to other bands in that genre if I had to.
All right.
Yeah, like, I probably wouldn't put on a Deep Purple CD, but if, like, a CD, but, like, if Smoke on the Water comes on, I'll probably bop my head along to it.
All
I
right.
suppose they also just
Def Leppard, on
overplayed.
the other hand.
Def Leppard. Pour some sugar on me.
I really like Def Leppard.
on me.
But you know what? There was a very long time where Def Leppard and Aerosmith were so interchangeable.
And fucking Rock of Ages. You have to admit that is a banger.
Well,
Well,
also
most-
freaking
Most of Def Leppard,
what is it?
they're just, they're kind of like, you're going out, you're getting dressed, you're gonna put Def Leppard on and have the best night of your life.
Yeah.
Animal. What is the
Honestly,
song?
I
don't remember.
I don't know that they're good though.
I'd say they're not quite very good. I know,
No.
heresy. But like,
I
I'd say
feel.
good to lacking in quantity.
Well, I wouldn't say they're lacking quantity. They've got quite a few bangers.
So
I
say,
would probably put them with Aerosmith in
Yeah.
good.
yeah, that's fair. All
Doobie
right,
Brothers.
fucking Doobie Brothers.
I don't have any opinions about them. I feel like they were a little bit before the whole hippie rock era, weren't they? They were more 50s.
The
Or
Doobie
am I
Brothers.
totally wrong?
They were in the 70s.
Yeah. Oh, were
Mhm.
they? Okay, never mind me then. I clearly have no idea who they are. What
I
songs
feel like
did
I
they
don't
do?
know many songs by them, to be honest.
Yeah.
They have a couple bangers, but
Yeah.
I
Listen to the
recognize song
music is
titles.
like iconic. But I put them in okay at least.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not super familiar
same as
with
Deep
them.
Purple.
They have that one big hit.
Now,
The Doors.
The Doors
Riders
I feel
on
so
the
divided
Storm.
on. I feel like as I've gotten older, I've liked the Doors less and less. For reasons I don't know why, because they have some really good songs, like Riders on the Storm, like that, like
Break on through. People are strange. It's
People are
Roadhouse-
2
2
Roadhouse
minutes of a
Blues.
goddamn trip. Light My Fire, Roadhouse Blues, LA Woman, Touch Me. Like, honestly, I'd put them in at least very good. If not
Yeah.
great.
I would say they're at the
Well,
same
they'd be
level
great.
as great. Yeah, I can see
like
that.
objectively great.
Yeah.
I mean, the Doors are one of the most influential bands of that era, and also I think the reference to Aldous Huxley's Doors of Perception gives it like an extra point of
Yeah.
coolness, because I mean that just like sums up that era completely, like the whole like psychedelic renaissance of that time, which
Alright.
was it's actually a factor we haven't really discussed much. Is how much drugs played a role.
Whoa.
I mean, with all these, yeah.
I mean, just going back to We All Live in a Yellow Submarine. Pretty sure that song makes perfect sense on
Alright.
acid.
The next one, Bob Dylan.
S tier immediately. I actually have a weird Bob Dylan story in that, like, I think in grade 5, so when I was like 10, 11, there was, like, we had a music department that was very sort of like whatever, like no one really took it seriously. But then there was a school-wide project where you could do like anything to do with music. You could do your project on, and you'd have to give like a little speech and everything. So my mom, being like old hippie, was like, "Oh, you should do it on Bob Dylan." I'm like, "Ah, who's Bob Dylan?" And anyway, ended up doing this 50-page thing on Bob Dylan, and my life has been changed ever since. I think he's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with Ampersand. Actually, Bob Dylan is iconic for the genre.
I actually can't argue this point. So, very best?
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to put Crosby, Stills, and Nash in S tier. I feel Bob Dylan is better.
I feel
Personally?
like musically
More
they're
influential
equivalent.
than CSN. I know, I just...
Yeah. But also, like, Bob Dylan was just huge
yeah.
comparatively. I mean, he was very much like this, again, sound of that era.
Right. Now, speaking of sounds of that era, the
The
fucking Eagles.
I mean, my issue with the Eagles is, like, what else do they do other than Hotel California?
Take It Easy, Life in the Fast Lane, One of Those Nights, New Kid in Town, Take It to the Limit,
Thing
Tequila
is,
Sunrise.
Even though I don't know the rest of these songs, I feel like Hotel California is,
It's an
very fucking
absolute
good.
icon of the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That still holds up to this day.
Yeah.
Still gets
So
covered.
Yeah.
I think they're at least very good.
Yeah.
I'd say it's great.
I'm in agreement
Yeah.
with that.
I could agree with great.
Yeah, the Eagles, like, they're... I wish I could play some of the music, but I can't because I actually want to keep my fucking channel. Okay. Electric
Electric
Light
Light
Orchestra.
they're like also one of those bands where it's like I love them because they were just sort of around, but are they very good?
Yes, no. Like Mr. Blue Sky, Don't Bring Me Down, Last Train to London, Evil Woman,
Yes.
Sweet Talking Woman, Holding Tight, Do Ya? They're at least in the very good minimum for
I
me.
mean,
Like,
they are iconic.
yeah.
I would say very good.
It's fucking ELO.
They're
Mhm.
also just like pleasant to listen to.
And
It's like,
they
it's
have
not
the
heavy,
best
not
fucking
complicated.
breakup song ever.
Which
Well,
one?
Evil Woman. Evil
no.
Woman. Na, 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 na. Come on.
I don't know what your relationships are like.
They last about a month and there's a lot of fucking and that's about it.
Okay, cool. Evil woman then.
All right. Now, speaking of fucking icons in the music industry,
Immediate S tier from me.
Elton
Immediate S tier for
fucking
me.
John.
Like one of my favorite scenes in any movie is Almost Famous. After the band all has that fight and they sit in the tour bus singing Tiny Dancer. Love that so much. But I mean, like Elton John, you can't hate on Elton John.
No.
Well, Can You Feel the Love Tonight from Lion King?
But like, I feel like I relate, even though it's not quite his era, but I definitely in my mind think of Elton John more in like the 90s. I don't know if he was just around more then, but like, I feel in the 90s you could not escape Elton John.
Yeah.
Even though that wasn't like his peak era.
Okay.
yeah, I
Now,
don't know.
it's hard to see, but Eric
Oh.
Clapton.
Do not like.
You don't like Eric Clapton?
What?
No, he's like horrible racist. But are we talking about his music? Okay, fine, then maybe good.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying, like, you know, I'm focusing on their influence and their body of work. How they are as a
No.
person,
But some people are so awful.
yeah. Eric Clapton's a bit of a piece of shit.
I mean, also just like the whole thing with that song Layla. Wasn't it about him stealing someone else's wife?
I haven't heard it in ages.
I'm sure
But,
it's
like,
something like that. I can't
and
remember
then
whose
there's,
wife it was.
Like, honestly, cocaine.
Thing is, like, he is a pretty good guitarist.
Yes. Well,
regrettably.
it's pretty. Okay, but to be nice, can we at least put him in good?
Yeah.
We can at least put him in good.
Okay. Regardless of how we feel about him personally,
Even
like,
if he isn't good as a person,
Yeah.
Mhm.
his music is good.
his music is good.
Fleetwood Mac.
I automatically want to put them in S tier. And then you know what? Maybe they deserve it. No, okay, no, they're not S tier, but they are very good. No, they are great.
Yeah, no, like
Mhm.
I put them on the same thing as like AC/DC, Clash, Doors, Eagles. Yeah, that actually sounds about right. Because they're
Yep.
not
Yeah.
quite to the level of like the fucking Elton John, Bob Dylan, Bon Jovi.
But
Like-
you know what? They are. I would say they are still quite relevant.
Oh, yeah. Fleetwood Mac is fucking, you know, go your own way. That's going to be iconic forever.
Yeah, like when I was a kid, like my mom was pretty much like she just wanted to be Stevie Nicks. So like instead of singing like lullabies when we were little kids, she would sing Fleetwood Mac songs. So like I always think of
Alright.
it as being like a little kid.
Now, this one, I say, for me personally,
S
is an
tier.
instant S tier.
Yep.
Instant
Pink
I
S tier.
Floyd.
instant agree.
Like,
This is one of the bands. I have 3 albums on my Spotify playlist. Like,
Yeah,
Like-
like I really love Pink. Like there's some Pink Floyd that doesn't really move me that much, but like the ones that do, it's like
Yeah,
wish you
they
were
are an
here.
experience.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the Machine, and also just The Wall as a film.
As a little story for them, I actually went to like a Pink Floyd laser like light show kind of thing.
oh boy.
Oh, it was
Hectic.
oh, it was so cool.
That sounds
Well,
amazing.
welcome back, Amira. And I see a
Yeah.
lot of dots. What am I being yelled at for?
Eric Clapton's that low because he's a fucking shitbag.
Yeah. Sometimes who they are as a person has influenced us.
It changes the tone you hear the songs in, and it just kind of ruins them.
Yeah, exactly. It makes them slightly less enjoyable.
Because you're like, oh, that's why he's singing this. Same
Yeah.
reason I don't like Disturbed much anymore. Just
Yeah, because didn't their fucking lead singer just absolutely just turn into an absolute shitbag?
oh yeah,
They
100%.
also butchered the sound of silence, which in
actually,
itself
that's-
is a crime.
Honestly, I feel like that cover actually got complimented by Simon and Garfunkel.
Though there's a lot of personal attachment
okay,
there.
they're old
Clapton.
now.
That's fair. Like, I was gonna say, there are gonna be some of them on here that we have a lot of personal attachment to, like Scarlett with Springsteen, me with Moody Blues.
I mean, there's one
Also,
artist coming up that
3
is
on this
escorting
line
me.
that we're currently on.
Yeah.
I have feelings.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Foreigner.
Ooh.
Cold as Ice, Jukebox Hero, Waiting for a Girl Like
But-
You.
Also,
I want to
I'm
know
a
what
small
love
town
is.
Girl. Oh no, wait, that's Journey. Never mind.
I want to know what love is.
Just,
Yeah, they also good like sing along ballady kind
Oh
of
yeah,
band.
absolutely.
I want to put them in great, personally.
I
can't
can agree with
disagree.
that. They're cheesy,
Yeah.
but
Cheesy's
good
good sometimes.
cheesy.
Yeah.
Good cheesy.
Cheese is good. I mean, have you had it? It's good.
I mean,
Yeah.
when you put it like that.
Like, and here's I'll just say this on Clapton. Amazing guitarist. Like, his songs like Cocaine are iconic. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It just sad he
Yeah.
turned into such a fucking shitheel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Grand Funk Railroad. They have like one song.
I don't know them. I mean, I
Oh,
know of
good,
them,
lacking
but
in
I don't
song
know
quality.
them
Uh,
Clearly.
Oh,
What is their
two.
song?
I know. There's Some Kind of Wonderful, and We're an American Band.
Okay.
Yeah, good lacking in
Yeah.
quantity. Notice how it says quantity, not quality, because
Yeah.
they are lacking in quantity. Genesis.
Genesis, I have mixed feelings on because
Yeah.
it's again this thing of like, I like the individuals more than I like the band.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I can agree
Like,
with that.
what's his name? Peter Gabriel. What a fucking legend.
Bill
like,
Collins,
Well, yeah. I mean, I have this. I
or a
have this-
drummer.
I have the vinyl of Phil Collins's Face Value, which is like a close up of his face, and I can't tell you how many times it scared the crap out of me.
But also, Land of Confusion.
Yeah. Another song
Yeah.
Disturbed butchered.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that one they butchered hard.
Yeah.
The Sound of Silence is alright. It's an alright cover. But, oh boy, their cover of Land of Confusion hurts.
Honestly, I'd put Genesis in good as well. Like,
Yeah,
Good to
like
very
I
good.
don't have strong opinions about them, but I do like.
Tears in
The-
Heaven
the
was played
solo
at my
stuff.
grandma.
Uh,
That I understand emotional attachment. That makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
But on another note, Amira, do you know who the fuck this is? None of us recognize them.
All up to Amira now.
Yeah. No, it's just
No pressure.
I'm just not off the top of my head. Yeah, okay. George Thorogood.
Ooh.
My mom used to listen to a lot of George Thorogood.
My dad listens to so much George Thorogood.
And the
It's like
Destroyer.
parent music.
Oh, yep. Bad. He's bad to the bone. One bourbon, one
Is he-
scotch, one beer.
Yep.
Who do you love?
that- One bourbon, one scotch, one beer was played so often in the bakery I used to work at.
Oh, yeah.
It was literally a daily song. We had to listen to it at least once a day.
You have to admit though, it is catchy in terms of just like
Oh, yeah.
bourbon,
Bourbon,
one scotch, one beer. But like I'd put it in them at least good minimum.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
the Grateful Dead. Oh, thank you, Amira. Okay, this can stay there then.
Yeah.
I don't
Good
like
call.
I don't like the Grateful Dead.
No one likes the Grateful Dead except the people in the Grateful Dead, and even then I'm not sure.
But Thorogood, I'd put him at least minimum in good.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Again, it's
Upper.
one of those things that are like, it's good, but I don't particularly like it.
Yeah. All right.
Now for another Canadian band.
The Guess Who.
I don't know the Guess Who.
Because they're from Winnipeg.
You probably know their song. American Woman. These Eyes, No Sugar Tonight, Blackbird.
Okay.
Yeah, you know American Woman.
Yeah, I know American Woman. Okay, so they do that song.
Honestly,
I mean, it's
Funny
okay.
how a Canadian band has a song called Guns, Guns, Guns. You would think that'd be an American band, but no.
I mean, they also have a song called American Woman. Well, I suppose you are in America.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Commonly forgot about fact. Canada's still technically part of America.
yeah.
Not technically, it is.
Yeah.
I think in my mind
just
I've
North
just put a
America.
great separation.
Yeah, honestly, I'd put them in good, lacking in quantity, because American Woman is like their big known hit.
Yeah.
They don't really have
Yeah.
anything else that stands out.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Fair.
I don't even know them.
And now,
Oh, yeah, Cover the Fights.
GNR.
Guns.
I feel like Guns N' Roses, I feel the same way about them as I do about AC/DC. Although I think I might prefer Guns N' Roses.
I prefer
Guns N' Roses.
AC/DC for a simple reason. Axl Rose is a fucking shitbag.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, he
completely.
is a shitbag.
That is my biggest issue. Like, Guns N' Roses, their fucking catalog is god tier.
I just think Axl Rose just doesn't want to be a musician in a band.
Yeah. He, like, that's my biggest thing. Like, Guns N' Roses, and then you throw Axl Rose on top of it, and it brings everything down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially in late years. I mean,
Yeah.
they were supposed to come play here, and then Axl Rosed.
Yeah, it
That was
literally
that.
became, it's a joke of like, what happened? Axled.
Yeah.
Like, and
But-
yeah, it's frustrating
Coaxial analysis.
because they have one of the most iconic guitarists, like, in the band, in fucking Slash.
Yeah.
Like, he's amazing. Like, and it's
But
frustrating
Axl.
because, like, here's the thing. I want to put them in great, but I
Yeah.
can't. Just because, like,
I
I put them in very good without a hesitation. Just because their back catalog, their discography, is absolute fucking banger after banger after banger after banger.
But Axl.
Yup.
Okay. Yeah, very good.
They're very good. They're great, but good luck ever listening to them live.
Yeah, like, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you want to go see them live? Hopefully Axl doesn't Axl. You know what I mean?
He's such a knob.
Exactly.
Axolotl.
That's the biggest thing. That's why Clapton is where he is as well, because he's a knob.
Yeah.
Now what
Exactly. Okay.
Heart.
I like Hearts.
So do
Great.
I mean,
Alone,
the,
Barracuda,
Barracuda.
Crazy on
Crazy
You.
on You.
That, like,
Yep.
all I want
Great.
to
But
do is
also-
make love to you. Like,
all female band, I believe.
I
think
am not sure. I know the front woman is, well, obviously, duh.
Let's see. Oh no, they're not.
I
Oh,
think
wow.
I think the all female. I think that might be Janis Joplin, or Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
Yeah, that would be
Joan
I
Jett.
think Joan Jett. But still, I think they're great.
Honestly, yeah,
I
Heart.
like Heart. I mean, Barracuda is iconic.
Also, one of the first songs you learn how to play guitar and regret because it's actually hard.
Okay, so
you wanna play it
are we
properly.
okay with putting them in great?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So not the very best, but they're pretty good.
Now,
Now,
One of the most iconic guitarists of all time.
On the subject of good cover songs,
Fuck.
All Along the Watchtower.
Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Bob Dylan's version can get fucked.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
Foxy lady. Bow, bow, bow.
I mean, I'm sure Jimmy
are we
is
putting
immediate
Jimmy in the S tier?
I think so.
I have to.
Yeah.
I don't personally like his music, but he is phenomenally good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact he was
just
doing
have
it
poor taste.
while fucking tripping balls.
Yep.
I mean-
He lived fast and died at
30
my
something?
age. No, he was 28.
Oh Jesus. But here's
Yeah,
the thing.
wasn't he a 27 clubber?
I don't remember.
He
The
was born in
Hollies.
1942, died in 1970.
Oh,
Holy.
okay.
Long Cool Woman, The Air I Breathe. He ain't heavy, he's my brother.
I feel like
Whoa.
the Hollies are like one of those ones that are really good. I just don't really care about them.
I know, they just have for me one of the most iconic songs of all time with He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, I don't like it, but it's good.
Good lacking in song quality or okay?
Honestly, I'd put them in good at least.
Yeah, I think that's a fair place to
Okay.
dump them in.
Yeah. And I'll be completely honest, it's because of my bias, because Hollies
Fair.
were one of my dad's favorite bands, and yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah,
like me
okay,
and Fleetwood
you know
Mac.
when your dad, generally your dad is like more of the stoic one just for me personally. When music actually affects them, like it makes you see them in a
Yeah.
different light.
Yeah,
When
you're
your
like,
dad
"Oh,
has always
cool, you're a
been like
person with
the stoic
emotions."
rock,
Yeah.
Yep.
but you see a song and you could see your dad is legitimately trying not to cry.
Yeah.
But also I think there's something about music. It's like when you see your parents like vibing hard to a song that they like,
Oh yeah.
it becomes believable that once upon a time they were a young person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You forget, like, all right, here's one of the most
S.
fucking Maiden.
I mean, I
Considering
feel
he
like
can
they
still
are
sing
immediate-
live extremely well, and it's still
and those
yeah.
operatic vocals. Like I don't like Iron Maiden because of the vocals, but like that is
just-
like the fact that he can still hit
I'll
those
I'll
notes
just
is
say the
incredible.
top 5 songs that are on Spotify: The Trooper,
Mm-hmm.
Run to the Hills,
Aces
Fear
High,
of
probably.
the Dark, The Number of the
I-
Beast, Hallowed Be
The
Thy Name,
housemates who used to love singing Fear of the Dark.
and then
at,
Wasted
like,
Years in
3 a.m.
2
in the
Minutes
morning.
to Midnight. Like, Maiden's got to go in the S tier.
Can
Yeah, I
I
mean,
play
also,
with
like-
madness?
Yeah.
They have a really strong identity as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you could see like the artwork of their albums and be like, oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
Iron
that was
Maiden.
that was actually the character they used. I think his name was Frankie. Like, he literally had his
Eddie.
own name.
Mhm.
Yeah, Eddie.
Eddie, thank you. For
Eddie.
some reason I thought Frankie. All right.
Yep. And
Jackson Brown. He has like one good song.
I don't really have strong opinions about him.
It's,
It's-
I believe
that's-
it's Doctor My Eyes. Yep.
and Mr.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bojangles.
Oh, Mr. Bojangles.
Oh, he did The Pretender? Oh.
Yep.
I'd say good, lacking in quantity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll accept that. I think they're good, but that's fine.
James Gang. I'll be legit. I'm not familiar with the James Gang.
Who the fuck are these people?
I know of them. I don't know their music.
Yeah.
It's one
Funk
of those
49,
again.
Walk Away, The Bomber A.
Nope.
I don't recognize their
this.
music at all.
None
Yeah.
of these.
I would honestly put them in Do Not Like because I don't know them.
Yeah.
Will agree.
All right. One of the most iconic women from this era.
Like my
Janis
my
Joplin.
immediate is to want to put them in S tier, but I think maybe great.
Janis Joplin. Me and Bobby McGee, Piece of My Heart, Cry Baby, Summertime, Mercedes Benz, like maybe
I'll
move
say
on.
great.
I'd say
I
yeah.
would say great. Like I don't think equivalent to Bob Dylan, but like very close.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
in terms of strong female presentation, especially for this time. Like,
Yeah.
it's like them, Heart. Oh god.
Yeah.
And she also has like such an iconic voice because she has that sort of like, I've downed a bottle of whiskey and smoked a pack of reds and now I'm ready to sing kind of thing. That like husky, sexy.
The best way I've heard it described was like when you drink whiskey and gargle some gravel before you go to sing.
Yeah, exactly. But like, yeah, I really like Janice.
Oh yeah, no, she's amazing. Jefferson Airplane.
Who the fuck?
They're one of those bands that are like meme bad.
Okay, you know the
It's
song
so
White
glitchy that it's
Rabbit,
good.
right?
White Rabbit is such a cool song.
That's Jefferson Airplane.
But
Somebody
also
loves...
that's the only song I can think of theirs offhand.
She has funny cars.
Yeah, the only one I know is White Rabbit because it's used in every fucking drug sequence in every movie ever.
Yeah.
All right,
actually.
I'll be right back. I just need to use the washroom. So, actually,
you know what? I'm also gonna just take a bio break then.
do we want to take 2 minutes to do a quick bio?
Yeah, let's do that.
Sure, why not?
All right, be right back. All right, apologies. I have returned.
Have returned too.
Yes, Scarlett is just making a hot chocolate, and but in terms of Jefferson Airplane, I was thinking just okay.
Yeah,
Like White Rabbit is a good song. It's just
that's it.
Yeah.
But they're also one of those bands that everyone makes fun of.
Well, yeah, because they've been so overplayed in drug sequences in movies and shows.
But White Rabbit is such a banger.
Yeah. Somebody to Love is good as well. Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull is so niche.
Yeah,
I feel.
that's the thing. Like Aqualung is like iconic, but
also Songs from the Wood.
Also, what Aqualung is actually about is kind of fucked up.
I'm back.
Oh.
Welcome back. I was just discussing how fucked up what the Aqualung song actually is.
Why?
Oh.
What is it about?
It's literally about an old man sitting on a park bench ogling little girls.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ugh. Jethro Tull just went down several notches.
No.
Yeah.
The song, like, it's a fucked up song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just have such like good memories of like songs from the wood. But that's like peak hippie music.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I'm gonna put Jethro in okay, because he's only got like one iconic song. Let's be real here.
But musically, he is really good.
Oh, so would you go with Quantity?
I would say he's just good.
Okay, good lacking in song quantity or good?
No, I don't know about lacking in song quantity. I mean, he's got a lot of well-known songs.
I'll put him in good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Joan
Joan
Jett,
Jett.
though.
And the Blackhearts.
I love her so much.
I love rock and roll. I hate myself for loving you. Bad Reputation is an absolute fucking, female empowerment.
Yeah, Crimson and Clover is great. Although I think that was from her solo stuff. If I'm not mistaken.
From 81?
Hang on, let me just pull up her discography.
Yeah, Crimson and Clover. Looks like it was off 80.
She was also in The Runaways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which was also a great band. But like in terms of like awesome female fronted bands, well actually they were all women, I think. Like Joan Jett is iconic. Just I love rock and roll.
Yeah.
That's a banger.
So I
would say they may be very good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they even have a song named AC/DC.
Do they?
Yep.
All right.
But she's still cool, like to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Journey.
Oh, but that one song,
This is a bit of a hot take. I think they're overrated as fuck.
I think they're overrated, but I do like fuck, what's the song? Small
Don't
Town
Stop
Girl?
Believing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
In any way you want it.
Yeah,
Like,
like
they're good, but
yeah,
they're
I
not-
think they're in this tier.
Mhm.
I know.
Yeah.
Like
Like they only
they
have
have
like,
some bangers, but they just don't have a lot of bangers.
and also they're quite mediocre, I think.
And
Mhm.
Or generic.
Yeah.
Generic is the better term.
Mhm.
on the opposite end of the spectrum,
Judas Priest.
Judas fucking Priest.
Yes.
I really love Priest.
Breaking
Like-
the Law, Painkiller. You got nothing coming.
Painkiller.
Living After Midnight.
Nightcrawler.
Electric fucking Eye.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think they could be S tier actually.
Beyond the Realm of
Yep.
Death. Angel. Lightning Strike. Nightcrawler. Like
Yep. S tier. Instant. One of the best of all time.
fucking yeah. Priest is up there for a reason. Kansas is next.
the other end.
Kansas, I have mixed feelings about.
They have like 2 or 3 bangers. Like Carry On My Wayward Son and Dust in the Wind are still absolute fucking god tier fucking, karaoke songs kind of thing.
But
But also,
anything
like-
else?
Who would know about Kansas if it wasn't for like Supernatural? Like, to be honest.
Me.
I mean-
I've
Yeah.
never watched Supernatural ever.
Never of us have.
Really? Really?
I've never.
Okay.
I don't want to look at hot vampires.
I mean,
There are no hot.
I'm the one to do that,
vampires in
but
there.
even then.
Well, listen,
But that-
listen, Drow
The
lady.
album. The album that Carry On My Wayward Son is from, which is Leftoverture, is a phenomenally good album.
Hmm.
Like as far as like bands named after cities go, like they're definitely
Well,
one of the better ones.
To put it this way, for like an example, a lot of these bands, they have like.
Wait,
Go ahead.
did we put Joan Jett in very good or great?
Very good.
Okay. Just I was like,
Just because like
Wait.
she's good, but like if you look at what's in there, like Joan Jett, she's not quite to the level of Joplin.
okay, fair.
But I would say she's maybe to the level of Fleetwood Mac.
Yep, that's why Fleetwood Mac's in great.
I always feel like Joan Jett should go up a level.
The-
But that's just me.
Of course, you're allowed to be wrong.
Thanks.
But Kansas, this is the way. Like a lot of these bands, especially in the upper tiers, they don't just have songs. They have albums. You like.
They have legacies.
Well, no, it's just like
Yeah.
you put on like one of Priest's albums. You're gonna probably listen to that front to back.
Hmm.
It's an
Kansas, you're gonna
experience.
throw "Dust in the Wind" or "Carry On My Wayward Son" on a playlist.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I say, Leftoverture is a really good album as a like complete
Mhm.
thing. But then again, I don't really know like a lot of their other music as comparison.
Mhm. I'll be willing to put them in very good to good.
I'd say good.
Yeah, maybe good. Yeah.
All right.
Like they're not better than Genesis. Let's put it
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
The Kinks.
Kinks.
I don't like the Kinks, but I know that that's an unpopular opinion.
I'm not too familiar with their catalog. They've got.
I put it this way. I have mixed feelings on them. Because on the one hand, they have You Really Got Me.
Yep.
On the other hand, they have Lola. And I hate that song with a passion.
Understandably
feel
so.
like- The Kinks to me are like generic London band.
Yeah.
Like I almost don't think of like the individual songs. Like I just think of their sound as being like sort
Personally,
of amalgamation.
I want to put
of
them in
so much
okay.
of- Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah. They're just okay.
Because they have some good ones, but some atrocious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, for me,
I
one of
fucking
the
hate
most
Kiss.
overrated bands of all time, in my opinion.
Okay, good. We're of the same opinion
Like,
then.
okay, they
I
have
say do not like straight up.
on it.
ICP for boomers.
Well, just because here's the thing with Kiss, it's either there is no middle ground with Kiss. From what I've seen, it's like either you are literally like a member of the Kiss army, like someone I used to work with. She was just absolutely into Kiss, always went to the concerts, no matter what. Or you can't
Kiss
fucking
was supposed to
stand
come
Kiss
here,
because
and then
you know,
pandemic happened.
and also Gene Simmons is an absolute fucking shitbag.
Oh yeah.
And he's creepy. Gene Simmons and his creepy long tongue.
No, it's not even his tongue. He's a creep in general.
Yep.
I mean, I can believe it.
Honestly, yeah,
He
He
do
just
not
has
like.
icky vibes. Oh, cool. We're going do not like. Care. We unanimously have a strong opinion about a band we do know.
Well, just honestly,
Yeah.
Marshall.
Block band or Marshall Tucker band? Is it
No idea who they are.
I'm not familiar with them either.
Marshall
Fire,
Tucker?
Fire on the Mountain
Can't you see?
in a love song.
I know none of these.
I am actually not like I've seen the songs like listed. I just put them in do not like just because I don't know them.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
can't even begin to have an opinion on them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. John
John
Cougar
Cougar
Mellencamp.
So many mixed feelings there.
Now,
Like he's iconic. That's undeniable.
I don't know if I know any of these songs.
little
I feel like
ditty
I don't.
about Jack and Diane.
I feel
too
like
young.
John Mellencamp is very much one of those. It's a parent band. Like my parents listened to it and like couldn't give a fuck beyond that.
I'm just checking because I could have sworn he did.
Jack and Diane, Hand to Hold On To, Small Town.
He's one of
Cherry
those
Bomb?
bands as well that probably does a lot of songs you know about, but you didn't know was him.
I thought he did Life is a Highway.
No, that is not John Mellencamp.
That's I can hear it in my head.
Rascal Flatts.
No. That's the shitty
Tom-
cover.
Oh, Tom Cochrane.
Okay. I don't see Tom
Okay.
Cochrane.
Cochrane.
I was just seeing who that was. Okay. John Mellencamp, honestly, good, lacking in quantity. He just has like one or two
say
hits.
it's, like, okay. I think he's got a lot more hits than we probably know about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this one that
Here we come.
you
back
asked me
to
this
the
question
thing
6 years ago, I would have a very different answer.
of- Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like as time has gone on, my opinion of Metallica has dropped.
They're just okay.
significantly.
Yeah. Honestly, I can't put them in okay. Just they're back because I put them in the same kind of brain area as Guns N' Roses. Their catalog is absolutely fucking god tier.
Also, up to Black Album, like there are some really, really fucking good songs.
Yeah.
And songs I like. I just hate that they're by Metallica.
I think it's more of a personal thing because personal relationships with certain people
That's fair.
have soured this band into just the pits. I don't listen to them anymore.
Just yeah.
Used
Are
to
you
love them,
talking
but-
about the guy from Megadeth? I mean, there's a drama that is.
Yeah,
gone
I'm
on
not talking
for
about
decades.
Dave Mustang. No,
That's
this
his
is a
name.
personal friend, former friend, if I can
Oh,
call
yeah.
him that.
People
I
are
mean,
shitbags.
Like Metallica was the first international band I ever saw live.
And apparently, like their live show is like fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, they were the first band I went to see live as well, and it was good.
Yeah.
It was just
Like, you
Yeah,
know what happened though? When I saw them live, the power went out.
Oh,
Isn't
no.
that just the
Oh.
most South African thing you've ever heard of.
Yep.
And it took them like a good half an hour to work the generator.
ooh,
Okay, but I can't
would have been good.
I can't put. Yeah, I was gonna say, like for me, It's just
Good to
because,
very good.
Hmm?
Good to very good.
honestly, in terms
Yeah.
of like for me, they sit in the same place as Guns N' Roses.
They also like they also have a bit of like Axl Rosing happening. I mean,
Yeah,
like
that's
just like
why, like-
Napster.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Like they've got Lars.
honestly,
Although with them, it's more of a they need to pack it in. They
I'll
need
just
to
I'll
stop.
just put them in good.
Yeah.
Because
I
I
think
think
they
Guns N'
deserve
Roses'
a
back
very good
catalog
player.
is still stronger. I know, hot take, hot take.
I
That is
agree.
quite a hot take because I would say I definitely prefer Metallica over Guns N' Roses.
Metallica's highs are better than Guns N' Roses, but overall, Guns N' Roses
Yeah.
I would say is better. Because Metallica has some
Really?
really shit songs that have come out more recently.
Well, that's the thing. After the Black Album, like
Yeah,
there is
exactly,
not
like,
much
The
worth
Black
listening
Album
to
was
from
their
Metallica.
peak. Like Nothing Else Matters, Enter Sandman, Unforgiven, absolute.
I don't know if it was their peak. I would say maybe Master of Puppets was probably their peak.
Yeah.
Oh, but there was so many good Metallica albums actually.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's like 5
um,
good ones, and the rest are kind of bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Ride the Lightning, like
Ride the Lightning is great.
hmm
yeah, even And Justice for All.
But then we have the
Saint
collab
Anger.
album that no, this is after that. This
Ooh.
is I'm trying to remember who it was with, but what? Hold on.
To be honest, like Metallica broke up after the Black Album for me.
Yeah.
All right.
That was their last album, and then they stopped making music.
Well, from another point of view, Motley fucking Crue.
S tier.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't.
Motley Crue, they're just a good old messy, glamorous, good time.
I hear Motley Crue with my vampire hearing.
I mean, also like Motley Crue in terms of like sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Oh my god, yeah.
They succeeded there.
Look at
Yep.
look at our fucking S tier currently.
I don't know
Jeez.
what our S tier says about us as people.
We love
We like
classic
metal.
rock. Alright.
Also, Elton John is so out of place with her. Okay, I'm sorry, but here I am going to be very passionate. Neil Young, S tier. I will accept nothing less.
I will agree with you.
Really, I love you.
I grew up with Neil Young. A lot of Neil Young.
Neil
And
Young is just like. I mean, I picked up the
grew up
guitar
with Neil
because
Young.
of
My
Neil
dad
Young.
didn't like him.
There.
I mean, when Neil Young left Spotify, so did I.
I mean, let's
like
put it this way: Neil Young was the best part of Crosby, Stills and Nash, best part of Buffalo Springfield.
So
Like-
okay,
Yeah.
I'll be nice.
and
I'll
and still releasing music.
Yeah.
Good music, and has become more politicized as time has gone
And-
on. Like he's just a cool dude.
And he's Canadian.
now.
Is he?
Yes.
Okay, I'm
One of
going
my-
to Canada now.
I'll put it bluntly. One of my favorite artists, fucking Ozzy.
I have like
Very
weird
good. Like great.
opinions.
Sorry, great to. I'll say great.
Yeah. Like I never really liked Ozzy or Black Sabbath as much as anyone else.
See, that's the thing.
But I did.
We're gonna
a-
have
I
some
did
fights
have-
then.
No, but I mean he is really good, and I mean there's a lot about
Like,
him.
I
That's
would
just
put him
iconic.
This is just
Great.
my personal. Ozzy is in great.
Yeah.
Sabbath is in
Would you-
fucking very best.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the one song I really like, I think it's by Ozzy and not Black Sabbath, is Mr. Crowley. I used-
Yeah, that's Ozzy.
Sabbath. Oh, that's,
I
yeah,
used-
that's Ozzy, isn't
I
it?
used to have a little cocker spaniel called Crowley, and every night I would sing that song to him and tuck him into bed. So it's very special to me.
Yeah. Aw. Peter Frampton.
Ugh, this is another like parent band, I feel, or artist.
You're not
But he's
wrong.
also he's one of those people where it's like, I know who he is. Don't ask me to name a single song.
Show me the
30
way.
days in the hole.
And baby, I love your way. Like
Oh,
he's
okay,
lacking
okay,
in
okay, got you.
quantity. Like he
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
and like when your biggest one of your most popular is a cover of a Beatles song.
Yeah.
I think that's an unfair judgment though, because I mean the song that people know the best from like Jimi Hendrix is a Bob Dylan song. Like this time of music was very much like everyone was in everyone else's pants, you know?
You're not
Well, I
wrong.
mean, yeah. It's never left that. It's just it became more subverted.
But I'd
Yeah,
say
like-
on my personal thing for Peter Frampton, good.
Yeah.
Not a ton of quantity.
I would
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
All right. Whoop,
The
whoop.
Police.
That's the sound of the police.
I don't really love their music, but they are iconic, and Sting is cool.
Message,
I don't like the Police, but I like the Police.
message,
Thing is, they do
message in
have
a
some
bottle
good
is a
songs.
great little jam. I'll say that much.
Roxanne?
Every breath you take. That
Like all these songs are
okay.
cool.
That what from what? Okay, I actually have a little bit of a thing about this. Because when did they come out? Like, if you were listening to the Police late 70s, early 80s, and you were of that age, my dad quoted, "Oh, you put on a Police song? Oh yeah, the panties are off in 20 minutes."
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, have you seen David Lynch's Dune?
The movie?
Yeah.
A while ago, but yeah.
Yeah, Sting is in it, but like there's this one scene where he steps out of, I can't remember what he steps out of, but there's like a lot of steam and stuff, and he's all like naked except for his little pants he's got on, and he's all like moist.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Sting was cool.
So
I will say one song that kind of brings them down a bit though is "Don't Stand So Close to Me." Knowing the context of that song, yeah.
Well, also, there was that song about the stalker, which was what is it? The I can feel it
coming in
that
the air
one.
tonight. That's not the Police. That's Phil Collins.
Oh fuck. My bad.
But I'd say Police at least minimum good.
Yeah, I'll put them good. They would have
Yeah.
been very good, but they have some songs that are like, all
right.
it has not
overall,
aged well.
I don't like their sound, but I mean,
I'm not even gonna look them up. I'm just gonna say the word
Yeah,
Queen.
yeah, S immediately.
I mean,
One of the best
there-
bands on
there
this
is
list.
no better song to be drunk with a bunch of mates to sing Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh
where
yeah.
everyone does all the voices.
See, that song is how you find out if you want to be friends with someone or not.
And if they're like, if someone's like, "Oh, I'm not big on Queen," it's like, okay, you need to get the fuck out of my house now.
It's like
I
if you're in the
feel-
car ride and this song comes on, and you don't start singing,
You don't
you're
have a
getting out of the
soul.
car and you're walking.
I feel like overall, like my opinions on Queen are very lukewarm. But I mean, Bohemian Rhapsody is just one of the
Well,
greatest
it's also
songs ever
like-
made.
From what I understand, from just like seeing, literally documentaries and movies,
Ready.
you nobody has been able to control a crowd like Freddie Mercury since then. He could
Yeah.
literally take a stadium of 80,000 people and make them do whatever he wanted.
Mhm.
Imagine being in a crowd of that size with like singing, everyone singing along.
And-
like,
and
that must
everybody
be, like,
knows the
goosebumps.
words. And here's the
Yeah.
thing. You literally just hearing, that's it. The crowd is
Yeah.
losing their shit. 3 beats.
That's
Mhm.
yeah. No, I mean they're great.
All right.
The Ramones.
Now, one, I'm like,
I feel like with the Ramones,
for me,
I should
it's
like them more than I do.
about they helped launch like punk into mainstream.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
like they have some
I mean, I'm a-
bangers, but like their thing was just like, hey, this is what punk can be. You know.
And I would say, and this is maybe quite a controversial point, but I would say they did more for bringing punk to the mainstream than the Sex Pistols.
No, I'm in agreement.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm
they
agreeing too.
made them. My feeling on the Sex Pistols has recently gone much lower.
I mean, they've always been a bunch of shitbags, really.
Yeah.
They're like the most unpunk band.
Yeah, Ramones, like Henry Rollins, Black Flag,
Oh, I love Henry Rollins. just
talks
as a
about
person.
going to a fucking Ramones show and just
Yep.
literally it blowing his goddamn mind.
Yeah, but you know what? I would also say that the Ramones are still quite relevant.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they've unfortunately
Up to
lost
them
a few
very good.
members, right?
I think so.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
I
I'm
I
sure.
believe I believe there's only like one of the original lineup left because they went hard, and
I mean, I imagine like so many of their songs revolve around drugs.
yeah. Honestly, though, I'd put them in at least very good to great. Like the Ramones,
I'll put them in very good.
I would put them in very good.
yeah.
Like I don't love them, but I don't really like punk music that much. Weirdly,
That's surprising. You seem like you'd be a punk girl.
a lot of people make this assumption, but like I like folk punk, but in terms of like punk, like Ramones, Sex Pistols, that flavor of punk, nah. I just find it very noisy and
Folk.
chaotic.
Yeah, well, it's for me. I guess it's like I've always leaned towards like Celtic, like instrumental metal is the best way I could describe it. Like, give me some Tursas, give me some Corpaclani, give me some fucking.
Alright, like music to sharpen your broadsword too.
Yeah, give me some fucking
Meanwhile,
brothers of metal.
And I'm symphonic metal, so like Nightwish,
Nightwish.
Dream Theater,
Oh, that's a band I haven't heard about in a long
Yeah.
time. I actually
Mhm.
forgot
And then
they
here's the
exist.
thing: I love shit like Machine Eye Supremacy.
Who? You
Uh,
just went like far left field for me.
Machine Eye Supremacy is a. How do I describe Machine Eye Supremacy? I can't. I'll have to link you to them later. All right.
how do you describe them? No.
Video
REM feels-
game metal, but like as in they use like
Okay.
bleeps and boops, but it's actually like
It's like almost like metal with like a bit of an electronic
thank you,
vibe
exactly.
to it.
All right.
Okay. I
REM.
gotcha. REM seems so out of place on this list. That being said, I do
I
like them.
really like them. They're actually really good.
Great all time.
I mean, who hasn't lied on the kitchen floor crying to Everybody Hurts? Just me? Okay.
And Losing My Religion.
Losing My Religion is such a good song.
For some people that means a bit more.
Yep.
What?
I'd say at least very good to great, honestly, REM.
Probably
yep.
great.
Great. I was saying great.
And also, like, I always think of like REM and U2 as being like very much iconic of their time period, but REM is just so much better than U2.
I mean,
You're not wrong.
One of my grad quote for high school was, "It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine."
Or not.
Because
I mean,
I graduated in 2012.
oh, okay.
Back
Okay.
with all of that end of the world hype.
Like when the world is ending, yeah.
Yep.
All right. Now, this is more of a meme, but Speed the Wagon!
Yes.
Do you know that for the longest time, the most embarrassingly longest time, I thought they were called Oreo Speedwagon. Like the
Oreo?
Yeah, I was like, Oreo Speedwagon. In fact, in my head, that's what they still are.
You know what? Thank you. They're okay, Oreo Speedwagon. Now, taking
Oreo-
away the JoJo jokes.
The Joe jokes.
Yep. Would you like some? Oh yeah, Ampersand. You're not much of a anime watcher. Would you like a reference as to what we're talking about?
Yeah, I guess.
In JoJo's
Otherwise, I'm
Bizarre
just lost.
Adventure, there is a much beloved character, and their name is Speedwagon. Now, the joke in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a lot of the characters and villains are named after famous bands.
Oh,
There is
that's so
literally a
cute.
band called. There is literally a villain called AC/DC, Cars, Whammoo, or the band Wham. Like,
Yeah. You know what?
If you're
What is this? What is it called? The
Joe-
show?
you haven't seen
No,
For
I
being
haven't seen
JoJo
anything.
fans, so no.
It is called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I feel
Yeah.
like I would watch it just to like.
You would. Okay,
It's a
spot the
trip.
band.
here's the
It's
thing.
a trip.
You want... Oh, I'll put it simply. One of the most iconic villains in the show. You know what his name is?
What?
Dio.
Amazing.
No,
Yep.
like, okay,
Also,
but I'll
on
just...
the subject of musicians on drugs.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Dio.
Oh, boy.
Look no further than the lyrics to Holy Diver.
Yeah. Okay, but where are we putting Speedwagon? Keep on loving you, take it on the run, can't fight
I
this
feel like
feeling.
they're a good,
Good?
maybe even a very good.
I'd say good at least.
Yeah.
Like
good.
setting aside the JoJo memes.
The JoJokes.
Well, I mean, compared to like what we have in very good, we
Fair.
can put
Yeah.
Oreo Speedwagon into good.
Yeah. Rod Stewart.
I feel
Who are
like
you again?
I feel like I like Rod Stewart for his impact on music more than I like him as an artist. Because as an artist, his music just leaves me cold. But at the same time, Live
Maggie
Aid.
May.
Forever Young.
I don't want to talk about it. All for Love. Do you think I'm sexy?
Like, it was definitely, again, it's like, it's parent music.
Yeah.
Like, it's a bit too, like, cheesy for me to
Honestly,
enjoy.
I'd put him in terms of like impact, I'd put him in fucking very good at least.
Yeah, but again, like, he was the guy behind Live Aid, right?
I don't remember.
I feel like he was, but let me just... because I feel like if yes, then he goes higher than... Hang on, let's see. Just looking it up. So everyone just sit tight a little moment there.
No, I refuse.
Okay, let me actually just
Calm
look
the
up Live Aid.
calamity that is your memories.
No!
There we go.
I got
Live Aid.
those,
Yeah,
right?
okay. He was the Live Aid guy.
So he goes into great, you think?
I think he goes into great. I mean, one of Queen's most iconic performances was the Live Aid show.
It's true.
So,
like that is
if we
the
didn't
one
have
you
Rod
always
Stewart-
see of
Exactly.
Freddie on
if we didn't have
stage.
Rod Stewart, we wouldn't have seen Freddie on stage in his little white vest.
all right. Rush.
Oof, Rush is pretty high for me. But there's another band. Like, they definitely indulged in the drugs of the time.
Tom Sawyer. To this day, Tom Sawyer just is a fucking banger.
I mean, there's also 1812. I think it's called. What?
also-
2112, sorry. 2112. Ah.
Like,
that
I think
album.
they were also like one of the more accessible like prog rock bands of that time. And
Yeah.
then in turn have become hugely influential for prog bands that have come afterwards. So I think Rush needs to be quite high.
So I'd say at least very
Very.
good.
I would say
yeah.
very good with the Ramones.
Yeah. In terms of what they did in terms of like influence. Because, yeah, if you look at the very good, it's all bands that were uber influential.
Yeah.
They were good until things surpassed them and went to great.
Yeah, like Beach Boys, then you got like The Clash. Actually,
Also, I always think of like going back to Dream Theater. I always like I always put Rush and Dream Theater very close together when I filed them
yeah.
in my head. Like they were, like those two were like amazingly influential.
Now for the band with the most boring album covers.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Am I wrong?
I mean,
They made
but,
the sound of silence.
Yep.
like Simon and Garfunkel are like I feel like I should like them more than I do, but
Yeah,
again,
I'm not big on them. They have a couple hits, but they're not like, I'm not going to go out of my way kind of thing.
Yeah, and again, like beyond Sound of Silence, like is the rest of their music as good?
I'd say good.
It's like okay, Mrs. Robinson actually, great song.
That's why they're in good, not good lacking in quantity.
I feel like if this was my list and I wasn't arguing with other people, I'd put Simon and Garfunkel like equivalent to like the Beatles.
Mm.
And there's my hot take for the morning.
But you also wanted to put the Beatles in.
I mean, if I had to honestly put the Beatles somewhere, I'd maybe put them as just good. And I would put Simon and Garfunkel on the same tier.
I'll put them in good because
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I cannot put Simon and Garfunkel. I cannot equate these two. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I can understand what it's like for other people, but also, I mean, "Sound of Silence" is such an iconic song.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is being covered so many times.
All right. Now I'm not even gonna look them up. Sabbath. Okay.
Yeah.
This is really easy. I'm not gonna accept arguments. I will fight you.
No, I can accept that. Do you remember the time in history where it was like the like when you had to like choose which do you like? It was like Black Sabbath versus Led Zeppelin. Are you a Black Sabbath fan or are you a Led Zeppelin fan?
Sabbath.
And as time has gone on, like I've always felt like that's such a weird comparison of bands because they're so different. So different.
I think it was just more, do you prefer light rock or heavier rock? And Sabbath, it's always going to be Sabbath for me.
And for me, it's like, why not both?
I'm not big on Zeppelin, to be completely honest.
Really?
Oof, I don't know.
They've
but the
got a
thing is,
couple
like,
good songs, but just not
when
for
Zeppelin
me.
are good, they're really good.
I know. All right, Sammy Hagar.
I have no idea who that is.
The guitarist for Led Zeppelin.
What?
The guitarist for Van Halen.
Van Halen, yeah.
I was gonna
Those
say,
are like,
that's
are you
Jimmy
on?
Page.
Yeah.
I Can't Drive
Oh.
55.
Is
Masquila,
Van
Heavy
Halen even on
Metal,
this list? I mean, I imagine they must be some way.
Three Lock Box. Like, he has a couple good songs, but his offshoots from Van Halen were not great.
Yeah,
feel
solo
like I
work
don't
is
know
not
him.
good.
So I'll just put him in good, lacking in quantity.
I mean, even when I look him up, they're like, here are some Van Halen songs.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'd put him in. Actually, thinking about it, maybe just okay.
Yeah, by himself, he's okay. Van Halen, amazing, but just okay.
Yeah.
No.
Santana, Carlos Santana, one of the best fucking guitarists.
Fucking
stop.
He also,
smooth.
he had that like weird like comeback with, he did like a whole lot of songs with
Younger
like,
artists.
pop artists. Yeah. Like, okay, so I didn't dream that up because that was like,
Yeah.
when was that? Like late 90s, early 2000s?
Early
kind of thing?
2000s.
Yeah, because he
But
had that
like
song with the
Black
dude from the
Magic
band.
Woman's, and you're thinking of probably Smooth with Rob Thomas.
Yes, that
Or
was
Maria
the big one.
Maria with the product G&B.
But I mean, like, I don't. It's again, I don't particularly like his like. It's okay,
like his
but
stuff.
it's like
I'd say it's good to very good, personally.
he is very good as an artist. So,
I'll put him
I
as
mean,
very
one
good
of the best
'cause,
guitarists.
Yeah.
you know, yeah,
Scorpions.
Scorpion.
They're so cheesy. but they did have some bangers. Like
Rock
they
You
had
Like a
that-
Hurricane.
But also Wind of Change, which is like ballady sing along.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But I don't know if I really think that they're that good.
So,
They're
same
they're a bit
level as
generic
like
sounding.
Peter Frampton, Allman Brothers, Billy Joel.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're lacking in song quantity though. But yeah, I guess they're kind of equivalent to those bands. It's like they're good, but do they really stand
All right, should I
out
just throw the
above
Sex
everybody
Pistols
else?
and Do Not Like right now?
Yeah,
yeah.
don't even need to discuss it.
Okay. Leonard Skinnerd.
I love
Honestly,
Lynyrd Skynyrd. I love Lynyrd
honestly,
Skynyrd.
I'd put them in
Also-
great, at least minimum.
Also, Sweet Home Alabama is the only song I can karaoke.
What do
But
you
the
think,
live version.
Scarlett?
Like 3 songs by them, and that's it.
But Freebird is also a fantastic
It's-
song.
It's my least favorite of the 3 that I like.
It's too long.
Yeah,
Freebird
it's too long with
is like 15
nothing
fucking
changing.
minutes.
What do you?
But-
You talking about too long. With all these fucking bands, like their songs start at like 10 minutes.
Well, it's not so much the length; it's more the length with nothing changing.
It feels
Okay, yeah, that's
like
fair.
it's two songs that were mashed into one.
But also, I think like one of the things that I really love about Leonard Skinner is like the beef that they had with Neil Young was so amusing because Neil Young released the song Southern Man, which Leonard Skinner took a bit of offense to, and that's where Sweet Home Alabama comes from. And they reference it in the lyrics. They say something about Neil couldn't put him down, like Southern Man will remember.
Yeah.
We don't need him around. Like,
Yeah. Are
it's
we
just
okay
so
with
cool.
great for Leonard though? If
Yeah.
nothing else, for the addition of Guitar Hero and all the bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. And also, like, who doesn't love drunkenly singing along to Sweet Home Alabama?
You're not wrong. All right. I wonder where this one's going.
I
The
feel
boss,
like you guys like
Bruce
him a
fucking
lot more than
Springs-
I do.
Bruce Springsteen is an absolute icon of the music industry for a reason.
Also, do you know the song, his big song? The summer song? Did
Summer
you
of
do that one?
'69.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was him, right?
I don't think.
I don't think so.
I don't think that's him.
Who
No.
did Summer of
That's-
'69 then? Yeah, Bruce Springsteen, Summer of
Bryan
69.
Adams.
No, but I think Bryan Adams covered it, didn't he?
No, I believe that's his song.
Well
yeah,
done,
it's his
okay.
song. Bruce covered it.
Yeah, because
Ooh.
Summer of
Is it the
'69
other
came
way
out in
around?
'84
Yeah,
on Reckless on Bryan Adams.
Yeah, they collabed on that song. It's mainly Bryan Adams, but Bruce Springsteen did cover it with him.
Okay, so I'm not going nuts
Yeah.
then.
But
'Cause
yeah.
I definitely thought of it as
But hey, Scarlett, you want to know what the top 5 in Springsteen's Spotify are?
Oh,
Dancing in the Dark.
Yep.
Born in the USA. I'm on Fire. Born to Run and Glory Days.
Yeah. I feel like I just have very lukewarm feelings on Bruce Springsteen.
You're allowed to be wrong.
It's okay.
for me,
you're
my
allowed to be wrong
favorite
about
song
Grapefruit.
is "Empty Sky."
That's not even a top 10. Goddamn. Okay. Steely Dan.
Meh,
Ooh.
parent music. Don't have strong opinions about Steely Dan.
Reeling in the ears, do it again. Dirty work. Yeah.
If you don't lose that number.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd just put them in good. Like, I don't really
Yeah.
have super strong opinions on Steely Dan.
Yeah, like they were there.
All right.
They're inoffensive, decent.
Steppenwolf.
Steppenwolf. Yep.
Hey, Akko,
Hey.
we're just arguing about old school music. Yeah. Born to be Wild and Magic Carpet Ride will. Oh,
And Pusher.
ampersand, you got called cute.
Aww.
Hello.
Yes,
Cute ghost vibes.
the ghost is ampersand, and Scarlet will be getting their own little model of fairly soon, hopefully.
Yes. Hopefully.
Okay, but yeah.
Graveyard Gang
Born to be
Unites.
Wild, Magic Carpet Ride, Don't Step on the Grass, Sam, Pusher. Like, they're good. They're great songs.
I feel like they're very much like they were like background of that era. Like they were
Except for Born to
great
be
enough
Wild.
to be...
Like,
Yeah, but
Dude.
beyond that, do you know any of their music? I fucking
yeah,
don't.
honestly, I'd put them in quantity because they have like 2 songs I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
Steve
cannot
Miller,
read
he's
the
probably
next
in the
one.
same thing.
Steve Miller.
Because he
Yes,
only
and
has one
Steve-
song I know. Oh,
Like I've
never
heard of
mind.
Steve Miller Band. Is that what this
he's
one
actually
is?
got quite a few.
The Joker.
The Joker, Fly Like an Eagle, Take the Money and Run, Abracadabra.
I feel like again, this is one of those bands where it's like I know the songs, but I thought they were by other people.
Honestly, I'd put them in
put
at
'em
least good.
Yeah, good. They're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh, he should be higher than. Like, he was okay. But again, he was like one of
When
those.
I know him,
like,
he was a bit of an ass too.
Pride
But
and
he's also
Joy.
like one of those like wanky guitarist types.
Yeah. Well, you could say the same thing about Santana.
Yeah, but Santana at least is enjoyable.
Yeah.
There was one Stevie Ray Vaughan song that someone once played for me, which I was like, okay, this is cool. But I mean,
Probably
obviously
Pride and Joy.
Yeah, it obviously didn't make much of an impact. I can't think
So-
of what it was now.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Any guitarists are looking at this list?
I mean, in terms of guitar work alone, yeah, he's great, but everything else about the music is like, eh.
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
Here's a band I'm incredibly lukewarm on:
Rolling Stoners.
the fucking Rolling Stones.
I once had to tell Mick Jagger to stop throwing stones at children, and that was one of the most terrifying moments of my life.
What?
Yeah. I used to work at this place that was like kind of like a hot spot for like celebrities and rich people and all that. And he was a guest the one day, and he ordered a dessert and he left it on his table, and then like kind of like was just everywhere else but at his table. And I think like there was this group of kids, I think they went up to his table, so his solution was to start throwing stones at them. But not just like stones, like part of the decor was like these, I think it was like peach pips or something that had been like tumbled and polished, so they were like pretty weighty.
Fucking Christ.
And like it was the most awkward thing I've ever had to do. Like, hi, Mick Jagger, could you
Mr.
just
Jagger,
please
can you
sit down and eat your dessert and stop throwing stones at children? Because also there's a guy over there taking photos of you. It was so bizarre.
Wow.
And ever since then, like it definitely warped my perception of the
So,
Rolling Stones.
Honestly, though, I
mean, good to very good.
honestly,
Like,
I'd
it's
honestly
hard to put them,
I put them in okay. I'm not a fan of the Stones, to be completely honest.
but they
Really?
are iconically good.
Oh yeah,
That's
iconically.
Like,
undeniable.
Paint It Black. I can't get no
God,
satisfaction.
Give me shelter, sympathy for the
Give
devil.
me shelter.
You
Yeah,
can't
I
always
think
get what you want.
So very good.
very
Yeah.
good, I think.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say the equivalent to Bowie.
Yeah.
Sticks.
I love that song, Renegade. That's the only song of theirs I know.
Renegade, Come Sail Away, Mr. Roboto.
I got the
Oh, they do
Mr.
Come Sail Away, I
Roboto.
forgot about
Domo. Domo.
that. Sticks, band. But Renegade,
Yeah.
that intro of just like the voices singing.
Yeah.
Like, it's beautiful.
Honestly, I'd put them in good to very good. I don't
I
know
put
if
him
I'd
in very
Yeah.
good.
Maybe good.
Good.
Or,
They don't really have a ton of bangers.
yeah.
Fair.
But also, like, they're not at the same level as, like, Guns N' Roses, you know?
Yeah. But Supertramp.
Oh, I love Supertramp. As, like,
Give a little
Just-
bit, the logical song, Breakfast in America,
in terms of,
Goodbye
like,
Stranger.
simple, fun sing-along songs, like, Supertramp are great.
Don't Leave Me Now.
Yeah. So I'd put them in at least great, personally.
You know who isn't on this list that should be on this list?
Who?
Unless I've missed them? Are the Talking Heads.
I don't see them.
I don't see them either.
All right.
How rude.
Hey, Ted Nugent. Should I just put him in Do Not Like now because he's an absolute
Ugh,
fucking old
he's
racist?
just- He's just like he's a sweaty man.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
put him there. He's an old fucking racist. The band.
Yeah.
Now I am not familiar with them at all, to be completely honest.
Are they just called the band?
Yeah.
I don't know who they are. Let's see what songs.
The
do they
Wait,
do?
Atlantic City. Night they drove Old Dixie down. Up on
Nope, I don't know these.
Cripple Creek. Okay.
Huh.
I get put in Don't Like because I don't know any of these.
Yeah, I
They sound about as generic as their name.
Yeah. The J Gels band.
I have no idea what that is.
Giles, I think it. What do they got? Centerfold, freeze frame, must have gotten lost. Love stinks. Give it to me. I literally. They have a song called Whammer Jammer. That's fucking hilarious.
I mean, I definitely get a point for like cool song name.
But
Beyond that,
I
no idea.
Centerfold. I know one song.
So
Centerfold.
Honestly, I'm just gonna put it in okay.
Yeah. Centerfold's pretty decent.
The Knack.
My Sharona's the only thing I can think of. I feel like they.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Like they.
The only.
I feel like I remember people talking about them.
I feel like, Weird Al's fucking cover of it being 9 Coronas is more fucking iconic.
Yeah, not wrong.
But also, I don't really like My Sharona as a song. Like, it's fine. It's okay.
Honestly, I'll put them in.
Do not like.
I'm not big on them.
Yeah.
The next one, I'm not even gonna get it in the way of your opinion. I'll just stand back.
The Moody Blues. One of the... They're not really talked about, but they are one of the most iconic bands of that time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know of them and I know people talk about them a lot, but I can't really think of their music. Oh, they do Nights in White Satin, okay.
Yeah, Nights in White Satin, Your Wildest Dreams, The Story in Your Eyes, Tuesday Afternoon, Ride My Seesaw. Question, The Voice, Go Now. Like, they are going in S tier, and if either of you disagree, one of you is within range of me.
Well, let me put it this way. I have no opinion, because I do not know this band at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know them very well, but you guys let me have Neil Young so you can have Moody Blues.
There's also some personal feelings there.
Yep.
All right. The Who.
The Who's a weird one for me. Like, yes, for starters.
Also, Pinball Wizard, which I can name like first 3 notes when that song comes up.
Bob O'Reilly, Behind Blue Eyes.
Behind Blue Eyes.
Limp Bizkit fucking massacred that song. Oh God, Fred.
I don't know. Like, I quite like their take on it. Like, I don't like
My Generation, The Seeker, Squeezebox. Like, honestly, I'd put them in at least great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put them in great. Not the very best, because they're not quite that good overall, but they do have some very solid shit. Tom Petty and Heartbreakers.
Oh, Tom Petty.
Oh, they good. But
yeah,
again,
not Jones.
I feel like they're better than I think they are.
Free Fallin', I Won't Back Down, Running Down a Dream. Like,
I've definitely heard my parents drunkenly singing to Free Falling.
You don't know how it feels. You're so bad. A Face in the Crowd.
Let me put it this way for me. Remember how Amira said what song, what band played at her...
Eric Clapton.
Eric Clapton played at funeral? I Won't Back Down was played at my grandfather's funeral.
So our minimum, are we saying great?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any, like, Toto.
Oh, no. Thin Lizzy.
Thin Lizzy.
Oh, Black Tits.
I didn't even see them.
Yeah.
They're so thin.
They were a secret. Thin Lizzy, they're okay. Like,
Boys
back
in
town, dancing.
Whiskey in the Jar. Fuck.
Jailbreak, Cowboy Song. Like, I'd put them in at least very good. Thin Lizzy is, like, fucking
very
solid.
good.
Yeah, I don't particularly like them, but I do recognize them as being a good band.
Toto, they have one song I know.
Okay, wait, hang on. Before we judge them on The Rains Down in Africa, can I just highlight that they did do the soundtrack to David Lynch's Dune? And I
I've
think we should
only seen
recognize that.
I've only seen the movie once.
Yeah, come right, watch it again. But yeah, I mean, aside from
Africa is their most iconic song, and it always will be. Like, let's be real here.
yeah, but I don't think they are good. I think they're like one-hit wonder.
Good, lacking in song quantity, because everyone
Yeah.
only knows Africa.
Yeah, like name one other song. Cannot.
Rosanna, I'll be over you. Stop loving you, Georgie Porgy. I have the list up.
Pamela.
I mean, okay.
All right. Wings.
Never heard of them. Wings band.
Hi.
Oh, former Moody Blues guitarist.
Live and Let Die, the original.
Paul McCartney as well.
Well, yeah, his biggest thing is like it's usually Paul McCartney and Wings.
Yep.
Okay, I don't know who these are. Who they are.
So
I'm
they've
sure
got
they're
they've got a few, but I'd say put them in at least good.
Good lacking in song quantity.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
No.
yes.
Yes.
I mean, they have some okay songs.
Owner
I
of a
guess.
Lonely Heart.
I mean, that's the first one I thought of.
Yeah.
But
The
that's quite a
Roundabout.
good song.
Roundabout. That song.
But I don't know if these songs particularly stand out quite strongly. Like they're okay.
So it's quantity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be right back. I just need to use the washroom quick. So, actually, Frank Zappa.
I think he deserves to be quite high. Not quite S tier, but quite high. I mean, he was his own like weird little dude.
He
Doing
was
his thing.
weird, but he was like unique in a time where like uniqueness was almost looked down upon. So I'd put him in great.
Yeah, I put him in great.
Okay. Yeah. And Led Zeppelin, you have something to talk about while I run to the washroom?
Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin, I think, are overrated a bit, but at the same time, they are very good musicians.
Yeah, like
Like,
Stairway to Heaven. There's a reason why you'll be banned from Guitar Center if you play that there.
oh, really?
It was
Well, I
played
guess
so much in when it came out that
it's kind of it's a bit like Smoke on the Water. It's like if you pick up a guitar, you're probably gonna learn Stairway to Heaven.
oh, it's worse because you would go to Guitar Center, which is guitar store here, go figure.
Yeah.
And what people would do is they would go in, pick up one of the guitars that you could test out for free, plug it into an amp, and play Stairway to Heaven.
I imagine
Everywhere.
working at that store must get old real quick.
Oh, it literally got banned by the store. If you play that song, even the first few notes, you will immediately be kicked out to this day.
But I mean, you know what? Like, someone can play like the first few notes, and you instantly know it's Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah.
Also, I think like the way the song is, like its progression, like slow build up is really great. I mean, it's like it's several songs in one. So it's a bit like a precursor to Bohemian Rhapsody in terms of like long evolving songs.
Oh yeah. And then there's also Kashmir, Immigrant
Oh,
Song.
I love that song. But like that was from Led Zeppelin 2, I think. Like that was like their more early stuff, and that was really good. But I think Led Zeppelin 4 is it's an album, like even if you don't like it, you have to admit that it's iconic, it's hugely influential. And I think if I'm not mistaken, it was recorded in Aleister Crowley's castle.
Huh.
Yeah. Like they rented it out so that they could be all weird and creepy hippie people. And yeah.
But yeah,
And
Over
also-
Hills Far Away, Dazed and Confused.
Like there's so many good songs.
Like, I will agree, they are overrated, but they're still great.
Actually, maybe overrated is not the right word. Overplayed.
Overplayed. Definitely overplayed. I cannot argue that in the slightest. I don't think anyone can, because
Yeah.
when you
I
can
mean,
play a song and be banned from a store,
exactly.
All right. Have you all decided?
at
I
least
think that-
great.
I think they I think we have to put them into S tier because regardless
Yeah.
of personal opinions, they are one of the greatest bands of all time.
Actually,
Yeah.
all right. ZZ Top.
ZZ Top are cool. ZZ Top is like music to drink beer and ride your bike to.
Although I will say, I think their beards are more famous than their songs.
Absolutely. But
Okay.
look at their beards.
You gotta love fucking Sharp Dress Man.
Oh yeah. Well, Tube Snake Boogie.
Legs.
Oh my god, look
Lagrange.
at them.
Fucking Lagrange. Doom, doom.
Oh, apparently they were here in 2014. Who knew?
I would say at least great.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I don't think they're S tier, but they are.
Great.
Are they
Okay.
still? They're still going, aren't they?
I
I
think
think so. Maybe it might have just ended.
I think
I
one of
feel
their
like-
members passed on.
Oh yeah. So up until 2021. So yeah, they were going up
Oh.
until last year.
They went on till last year.
Ah,
Hill, Dusty Hill died.
Yeah.
and
in
Meatloaf.
2021. Meatloaf.
He will do anything for love, but he won't.
Paradise
Do
by
that.
I love Paradise by the Dashboard Light is literally a guy talking a girl into fucking in the car. I'm
Well,
not.
I mean,
It's literally a
like-
ballad about him convincing her to, bang in the car and then him wanting to fucking get out of there. I am dead serious.
Yep.
I mean, isn't I would do anything for love about anal sex?
But I
He's also
won't
bad out of
do
hell.
that.
Like I don't know if that's
I think
true,
he
but
just
I
doesn't wanna be
remembered,
pegged.
Like, that being the thing. Yeah, exactly. He will do anything for love, but he won't be pegged.
Okay.
I subscribe to the headcanon.
I'd say Meatloaf is at least great to very good.
Very good. I
Bad
would
out
say.
of Hell is an absolute fucking banger.
I think you guys are a lot more gracious than I am when it comes to Meatloaf. But one of his redeeming points, though, he was in the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
He was also in Fight Club.
Oh, there's something we can fight about. Overrated movies.
Okay. We are done.
Oh.
We smashed that. So what's in our S tier?
We've got Bon Jovi, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Bob Dylan, Elton John, Pink Floyd, Jimi Hendrix, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Motley Crue, Neil Young, Queen, Black Sabbath, Bruce Springsteen, Moody Blues, and Led Zeppelin. That
That's
is
a
a
pretty solid
fucking
playlist.
solid S tier.
In fact, this one is so good. Like, don't you want to send me a screenshot of like the whole thing so I can look back on it?
I'm gonna
In the
download
future.
it and just send you the image.
Excellent. Best.
Cool.